Alrighty, alrighty. Good evening. Keep pounding nation. Where you at? How's it going? Welcome to another live Carolina Panthers talk. Brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. It is Friday, January 2nd of 2026. Once again, a happy new year to everybody. Hope everybody's new year has started off good, on the right foot. Okay. Got to stand on business tonight. This is it, y'all. This is it. Week 18. Last week of the NFL regular season for 2025-26. This is it. It's put up or shut up. It's do or die. The Carolina Panthers have a chance to clinch playoffs, win the division, something they haven't done since 2017. Well, actually, haven't won the division since 2015, but haven't been to the playoffs since 2017. They're long overdue. And this Saturday, they have an opportunity to capitalize. But in order to do that, they got to go into Tampa Bay. They got to go into enemy territory to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, thankfully, a team that Carolina's beaten already once before, not that long ago. But can they do it again? This is round two. This is round two. Keep pounding USA. Happy New Year to you. Good to see you. But yeah, y'all. Can't emphasize. This is it. This is it. How's everybody feeling? Want to get an idea how everybody's feeling. All right. Let's see. 1 second. Okay. All right. Got that sent out. Okay. Might as well go ahead and get started. Final game of the regular season. On the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. ESPN matchup predictor is in favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 61.6% to Tampa Bay, 38% for Carolina. The game has been flexed to tomorrow, January 3rd, 4:30 p.m. That's what we're looking at. Keep Pounding USA says, I'm feeling pretty good about this win. Good. Now, injury report-wise, so for Tampa Bay, let me see. they do have some names on the list. Some notable names. So, linebacker Anthony Nelson is out. Cornerback Jamil Dean is out. Khalija Kansi, defensive tackle, is listed as questionable. But yeah, of course, Jamil Dean, a notable cornerback. Those are the main ones. They got a bunch of injured reserves. I mean, still Zion McCullum, Ben Bredesen, Keith, Cody Mock, wide receiver Jaden Smith, J.J. Roberts, David Walker is who they have listed as, on IR. As for Carolina, so injury report as of yesterday. Yeah, injury report as of yesterday. So, cornerback Robert Rochelle and linebacker Claudine Charitis have been ruled out. So they're out. Chris Barnes and Tershawn Wharton are questionable, but they were full participants. Wide receiver David Moore and guard Robert Hunt are also questionable, but they're not activated. And it doesn't look like they are going to be activated for this game. So, it's unfortunate. Rico Dowdle is good to go. And of course, Jatavion Sanders is on IR. So that's what that's looking like. Keep Pounding USA says Bryce has to have more than 50 yards. That's all I know. It can't be just him. Like, the offense has to gel. The defense, they got to play a complete game. And honestly, if they really want to make a convincing statement, they need to dominate this game. They need to dominate this game. This team hasn't had a dominant win since the first meeting with the Falcons. The 30-0 victory. That's the last time Carolina has really had a dominant game. And guess what? That was week 3. That was week 3. It's been a while, y'all. This really could be a game where Carolina really needs to dominate. Now, I understand the last time they played Tampa Bay, they only won by 3. But my thing is this. You look at all the games they played this season. Their wins have usually been very close, at least by 3 points. Because let's think about it. Dolphins won by 3. Cowboys won by 3. Packers won by 3. The second meeting with the Falcons won by 3. Rams won by 3. Buccaneers won by 3. That's 6 out of their 8 wins by 3 points. 6 out of their 8 wins by 3 points. No, the Jets wasn't Jets was 13-6. That wasn't a win by 3. The only 2 games that were more than 3 points were Jets and Falcons first meeting. But nah. Let's see. But yeah, Keep Pounding USA. The final score of that was 13-6. But yeah. So many could argue that the team has squeaked by with a handful of these wins. I mean, I just got to keep it real, y'all. I think this needs to be a game where Carolina needs to dominate Tampa Bay. I mean, like win by 2 or more touchdowns. At least. Because they need a convincing win to give them momentum going into the playoffs. Because whether we want to admit it or not, they're going to be the last ones to make it in. And even though they'll be a division winner, many can argue of their vulnerability being the weak team record wise. Record wise. In the playoffs. So I think it would be very, very big and meaningful if Carolina can really dominate this game and get 2, 3, win by 2 or 3 scores. And when I mean scores, I mean touchdowns. Like a legit dominant performance. Because that will reflect from the scoreboard. I truly think that is what Carolina needs tomorrow. Seven out of 8 wins we won by 3. No, it was 6. The Jets game and the Falcons game, the first meeting, were not by 3. Those were by more than 3. Because remember, we shut out the Falcons 30-0, and then the Jets 13-6. Those 2 games, Carolina won by more than 3. That's why I said 6 out of the 8 wins. 6 out of the 8. I know that. I know we beat Tampa by 3. Like I said, count it up. We have 8 wins. 2 of those wins, one was 13-6 and one was 30-0. So the rest were by 3. So if we have 8 wins and 2 of them were wins by more than 3, that would leave 6 that we've won by 3. We're 8-8. So that's the thing. We're at 500. But they have a chance to finish 9-8. So the thing is, it would be really nice if this second round, this second battle with Tampa Bay, they can dominate and win by more than 3. So but Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, ugh. The interesting thing about Tampa Bay is they're on a 4-game losing streak. So I'd have to imagine that Tampa Bay is going to be angry and they're going to have the home field advantage. That's another thing that we can't underestimate. We cannot underestimate that. They're trying to break a 4-game losing streak. And they're at home for their last game of the season. This is a team that we cannot underestimate. Yes, we beat them by 3 points, but we only beat them by 3 points. So it's we can't underestimate it. We can't underestimate this game. But if they really want to make the biggest statement, they need to dominate this game. Okay. So with this matchup, of course, Panthers are 26 and 24 all time against Tampa Bay. Carolina's 14 and 12 at home, 12 and 12 on the road, 1 and 2 in overtime. The last time Carolina played Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay won by a final score of 48-14, which was a game that Baker Mayfield scored not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 touchdowns. That's right. Same week 18 last year, Tampa Bay at home scored 5 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield scored 5 touchdowns. They're not going to give them deja vu all over again, are they? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, of course, a lot going on with Baker Mayfield. Now, the most recent game he played was against Miami. He finished 33 of 44, 346 and 2 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions, which brought his season total interceptions to 10. And 8 of those interceptions came within the last 7 weeks, which the Bucks have been 1-6. 1-6. And like I said, right now they're on a 4-game losing streak. So something to keep in mind. We also can't underestimate still the weapons that Baker has. Because you got to remember, still got Jalen McMillan, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. Um, they still got the rushing combo of Rashad White and Bucky Irving. So we don't want to look down on that. And don't forget Sean Tucker as well. It's another big body running back. Now, the defense has been kind of up and down lately for Tampa Bay. Now, take this Dolphins game. They held the Dolphins to 298 total yards and a 4 of 12 efficiency on third down. Now, wasn't that big of an impact considering the Miami quarterback Quinn Evers still finished 14 of 22, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, got sacked twice, and apparently no defender had double-digit tackles according to this breakdown. Uh, Japanese women's wrestling movement. I see ya. Yes, that was really the. Unfortunately, the show was trash, but that match definitely a match of the year candidate. I agree. I definitely agree. The Bucks defense is allowing an average of 340.5 yards, which is 20th overall, and they are 24th in the NFL in scoring defense, allowing an average of 24.8 points per game. Also, their kicker, Chase McLaughlin, had a field goal blocked in the previous game from 55 yards and gave up a 47-yard return to the Dolphins that set up a field goal drive. So apparently their special teams is taking a hit. So Tampa Bay has some vulnerable areas. They got some vulnerable areas. So Carolina really has to play a complete game. And this past loss to the Seahawks, the offense cannot have that type of game again. I understand the defense did what they could. They were at least able to get some turnovers to try to help out. But let's keep it real. That the offense that happened in that Seahawks game cannot happen again in this last game of the season. It can't. Bryce can't have another 50-yard passing game. That can't happen. The run has got to be there, and they got to get more involved in the passing game. It's a must. It's a must. That offensive performance from last week is not going to cut it. I don't care who the opponent is. That's not going to cut it. If this is a team trying to get to the playoffs, that's not going to cut it. Plain and simple as that. And it's like I've said before. Yes, I know folks are going to throw in that small fact of if the Falcons win, Carolina advances. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because if Carolina doesn't win, it's not earned. Plain and simple as that. I don't care if Atlanta wins and that puts them in the playoffs by default. I don't care. I mean, officially, sure, great, whatever. But it won't be earned. You can't honestly say that it's earned. If that happens and Carolina loses and Atlanta wins, you cannot honestly sit there and say that it was earned. Period. Because not once, not just once, but twice. And actually, no, 3 times. Because they could have done it if they beat the Saints. And all they had to do was beat the Bucks afterwards. So that was really the first opportunity. Second opportunity was Seahawks. This is really the third opportunity. The third open opportunity. Is third time going to be a charm? Carolina needs to make a statement and earn this victory. They need to earn it. So they will have proven that they can earn their way into the playoffs. And I know some folks out there want to say, well, they once made the playoffs on a 7-8-1 record. Okay, they also won their last 4 games of the season to secure the spot. It's not the same thing, y'all. It's not the same thing. They won their last 4 games of the season to secure that spot. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. They need to go in and they need to win this game. There's already enough incentive with this, plus the fact they already beat Tampa Bay once. They can do it again. And for their sake, this is really an opportunity that they can dominate this team. So, yeah.
What's good, man? What's good? Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no, you good. You're good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I had good reasons.
Good, good, good. This is it, bro.
This is it.
This is it.
We got Antonio coming into the chat with NFC champs. NFC South champs. That's the energy we like to start this stream with. We're right there. Shout out Antonio, man. Look, this dude. Yes. Will it into existence. You know what I'm saying? Will it into existence.
Yes, we definitely got to be confident. We got to be positive. And it's like I said earlier, I think this would be a great opportunity for Carolina to really not just win this game, but dominate this game.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't had a dominant win since week 3. I believe with them doing that would give them a lot of momentum going into the playoffs.
That's a fact.
Also, Tampa Bay is quite vulnerable, but
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be playing with purpose considering they are on a 4 game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
They are 1-6 in their last 7 games.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. So I expect them to at least bring it, especially considering they're at home. It's their last home game of the season. Um, an alarming stat that I want to
Mm-hmm.
mention to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, as of now, the Bucks defense is allowing an average of 340.5 yards, which is about
Mm.
which is about 20th overall, and they are 24th in the NFL in scoring defense, allowing an average of 24.8 points a game.
Wow.
Not
I
only
smell an opportunity.
Yes, not only that, special teams has taken a hit.
Ooh.
They had a recent field goal, 55-yard field goal blocked, and they gave up a big 47-yard return in that Dolphins game that set up the field goal drive.
Mm.
So there's that.
Mm.
Um, Baker, while playing strong for most of this season, 8 of his last 10 interceptions have come in the last 7 weeks.
Wow.
And the 2 recent interceptions that he's thrown were both on deep balls.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Corners, be ready.
Yes. Keep Pounding USA says everything is set up for them. They have to handle business. Baker is hurt too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, it his throwing shoulder or or his non-throwing
I'm not
shoulder?
sure.
Because
I didn't hear what shoulder it was.
Because word is he's playing banged up for sure.
Right.
Um, and they have no Jamil Dean. He's out. Their cornerback Jamil Dean, he's out.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean, we just had to pull a corner from the practice squad as well.
True.
I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. It's
Mm-hmm.
just one of those guys that can tackle on special teams. Really,
Yeah.
is all we're going to use him for. We did bring up Windman, Jacoby Brent Windman.
Oh yes, I did hear about that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Um, in the place of Claudian, I think that was a good move.
Yeah.
Windman, I do trust. I vouch for him.
Okay.
Um, and Robert Hunt is rolled out
Yeah.
officially, which we beat the Tampa Bay Bucks without Robert Hunt before.
Yes.
I don't see why we can't do it again.
But it just means
I'm
that
not worried about it.
there's a good chance he'll be available for the playoffs.
Right. And I feel like that's where we really need him.
Yeah.
Because we could be playing Seattle, we could be playing San Fran.
Right.
Which either one I think Panther fans would be very, very happy to see a rematch of. But
Yeah.
I would prefer the Niners. I think we have a better shot at beating the Niners.
Yeah, I would agree. Um,
If you
especially
look at it, that was the 1 week that fell in between the win loss.
yeah.
That it didn't feel like we were facing the full brunt of San Francisco.
Right.
Like they had some weaknesses in that team. So I think if we were to play them again, they didn't have Debo. They didn't have I think they didn't have Aya either, did they?
I don't think
They
so.
were missing some pieces during that game, and that was a very winnable game. Had Dave Canales given up the playbook to Bryce Young.
Yeah, because
The problem is he
defense
didn't.
did their part.
Yeah, this defense, Dave Canales, you ought to be buying this whole doggone defense a steak dinner every week. Real talk, because they are carrying you throughout this season. They are straight up carrying you. They're not carrying Bryce Young, they're carrying you. I want to make that clear. For all the Bryce Young haters out there, y'all are going to say whatever you're going to say. You know, we expect that already. But here's the thing Bryce, when he was playing well, won those games.
Mm-hmm.
There is no denying that. It wasn't just the defense, it was Bryce Young, too. Y'all got to admit that, too. And if you're not willing to admit that, you're just a hater at this point. I don't know what I could do to wake y'all up. Because
Right.
when we get this team fully loaded next year, it's going to be all like Donkey Kong. And if you're not on the train, I don't know what to tell you. Hunk's been saying the same thing. You know, Ocho Cinco's been saying the same thing. Thomas Davis has been saying the same thing. Come on.
Right.
Like, open your eyes. It's coming. And, you know, I was just discussing this with my buddy Kenny earlier. He was saying how the Saints won the South for 3 years. Then the Buccaneers won the South for 3 years or 4 years. Now it's our turn again.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Absolutely.
gearing up for another 3-year run, y'all. That's what's about to happen. And I'm trying to tell y'all, This is a possible Super Bowl run too in there. Be ready. So if people still want to doubt Bryce Young, that is on you at this point. He has more than proven to me and to everybody in this crew that he can do what he needs to do to win. That's on you.
Many are expecting a bounce back game for sure, like a big way.
I mean, everything y'all are claiming that he can't do, he has just proven that he can do. I don't know what else you're expecting, because at this point you're getting into some metrics about who is elite, who is and that's subjective at this point. Because what are your parameters for a player that is elite? And everybody's got different parameters for what they think it is. Nobody's right or wrong on that. So when and then they go into comparisons about different players and whatnot, and I'm just saying, okay, just let Bryce be Bryce.
Yes, exactly.
And Bryce is channeling his inner Peyton Manning right now, and I love it during these wins. I love it, dude, because he's coming into his own in his own way, in his show. So when you look at Bryce Young when he comes onto the field and Dave Canales keeps that playbook away from him, that shows up too. Because you can tell when it's happening because he's having an off day. And no, it's not just because it's Bryce Young having an off day. No, it's Dave Canales taking the playbook out of his hands because we've seen what happens when he's having a good day. He puts up 448 yards against the Falcons. He beats the Rams. He beats the Cowboys. He beats the Packers. So let's stop denying the fact that Bryce Young can do these things skill-wise. Let's start calling a spade here. I mean, everybody's got to be on the same page on this. Because if you're not, you're a hater. And that's what separates everybody else from the haters at this point of Bryce Young. And what I'm saying is this. If Dave Canales can get out of his ego-driven corner for just 2 more games, we can see some results. Some big, big results. And we could actually put the NFL on notice.
Right.
That we're coming next year. Full force, we're coming. I mean, with the force of a hurricane, we're coming out. They're not going to see it coming. They thought this year was dangerous from this Panthers team. Oh, no. We're just getting warmed up.
Indeed.
This team is just getting warmed up. We have set our foundations. We have plugged our holes. Now, you're about to see this team get fully decked out in year 3. In this offseason, get excited because we got money to spend. We got draft picks. We got re-signing players to take care of. And I'm telling you, you're going to see a newly refurbished Panthers team in training camp. Something you have not seen in years.
It's been a while.
I'm excited. I'm hyped, dude. I'm excited. We have stayed on track this entire time, and I've been concerned because there are so many opportunities for us to go off track and screw ourselves up again in Carolina Panthers.
Right.
And we haven't. We've stayed on track, and look at the results this year. Like, isn't that beautiful?
Absolutely.
That we're even in this spot to begin with is amazing. Never mind the fact that the South sucks. Okay, sure. You can make that argument. Okay, the NFL is having a weird year. You can make that argument.
Right.
But when you look at the Rams game, that really says to everybody, yes, we can compete with everybody. We have that type of firepower. We
Exactly.
have that type of discipline, intelligence, and ability to match up to anybody right now in the NFL. Whether we win or lose. 4 whole quarters of Carolina Panthers football. That's what I've been asking for this year. And
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten it. Every step of the way. All the way to the South title game. And I told y'all earlier on this year, this is what it was going to come down to. And I was dead on with my prediction. Because I know this team. I know what we can do. I know what we're capable of. And I know that we have the willpower to go get this title.
Yes,
And this is just the
absolutely.
first of many.
Absolutely.
This is the first of many.
Couldn't agree with you more.
So catch my stream up with what happened in the first 30 minutes.
So it was really just me going over the injury report. Uh, the main things for the Buccaneers. Like I said, Baker Mayfield is playing banged up. The notable names: linebacker Anthony Nelson's out. Jamil Dean, cornerback, is out.
Mm.
Khalija Cansey, defensive tackle, is questionable with torn pectoral. Those
Ooh,
are the main notable names.
that's a big injury right there.
Yeah. Um, for
That's
Carolina,
no joke.
no Claudine Cherylus, no
Mm.
no Robert
No rubber
Rochelle,
hunt.
Robert Hunt and David Moore. They're questionable, but they're not activated, so they're out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Chris Barnes and Kershawn Wharton are questionable, but they were full participants.
Work no play.
And Rico Dowdle, he was dealing with the toe, but has no injury designation, but he'll be good to go.
Mm.
Um, those are the main ones for Carolina.
Okay.
Um,
Remind me because I want to talk about Tedero McMillan
okay.
when it comes to that.
Um, like I said, the main thing with Tampa Bay, like I said, 1-6 in their last 7 games. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Um, this last half of the season, Baker Mayfield has struggled.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's really it really sticks out. Plus the fact that he is playing banged up, but at the same time, let's also keep in mind he still has his weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen McMillan, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans.
I'm
Still,
worried about Godwin. That's
well,
my concern right now because if he gets going in this game, we got a problem.
well. I mean,
I think we want to keep Mike Evans on JC Horn. Period.
yeah,
The
yeah.
entire game. I don't want to see him drift over to Mike Jack at all. I want him 100% on JC Horn.
And of course, they still got Emeka Ibuka as well. Their leading receiver.
Ibuka had. Let me see some of the stats from that last game. Let me look at something because that was wild.
Yeah.
He went off in that game,
Uh, oh,
and that's what I'm concerned.
I'm gonna use the restroom right quick. I'll be right back. Keep on talking.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay.
Shout out Tom Brady 7 rings. He says how things have changed. Got the MVP, a great O line, which will get better in the draft. MVP May. I mean, you guys are looking better. You guys are, yeah. I'll say that, but you got a little bit still to go. You still got some tougher teams in the AFC to deal with first. And, I'm not going to be the guy that says, oh, yeah, New England's going to be in the Super Bowl, blah, 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 if that's what you're expecting. I'm going to keep it real with you. But did they do well? Sure. Did they get to where they need to go? Yeah. Did they do it on a soft schedule? Yes. And that's what is concerning people, in the New England camp. You know, um, but if you're a fan of that team, sure. You guys have done well. And I'm excited for you. All right. Let's see. Let me get this on screen for everybody. There we go.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Just in time because I just pulled up the stats.
Okay.
I was just responding to Tom Brady 7 rings, with his how things have changed in New England. MVP May comment there.
I mean, yeah, New England, yeah, they're
They're doing their thing right now.
they're doing the
You
do.
know, it, they they had a last good 3 game campaign right there, which really showed people, yes, this is a legitimate threat in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They beat the Bills twice. So if the Bills end up having to play New England again, watch out, Buffalo. You
Um,
already lost twice to them. You don't want to lose 3.
they at one point had a 10-game win streak this season.
Yeah, and a lot of that was a soft schedule, which even Patriots fans will admit that, but there's a few big wins sprinkled in there that really caught people's attention and
Hmm.
showed people, yeah, they're a legitimate threat. But are they a Super Bowl threat? That's a whole different conversation. So, um, yeah, I think most New England fans will admit that they're not a Super Bowl threat, but they are a playoff threat.
That's fair.
They could beat about three or 4 teams in the playoffs, but not all. Pulling up the numbers from the last game that we played Tampa Bay. We're looking at 5 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown from Mike Evans. 5 catches, 30 yards from Godwin. Those are the 2 I'm concerned about because Ibuka, we really shut him down for the most part, but he got a 40-yarder. 1 catch for 40.
Hmm.
Um, but it seemed like Baker was trying to spread the ball around because he couldn't get it to his main targets.
Ah,
So you
yeah.
saw a couple from Kate Otten, Jalen McMillan, Rashad White, you know, and even one that got shut down to Tez Johnson, which was a screenplay in which we shut him down for negative yardage. So
Hmm.
it's we can shut down this wide receiver core. It's the only 2 I'm mainly concerned about is Mike Evans and Godwin.
Yeah.
But
Ricky.
you can't sleep on Ibuka and
Yeah,
act like he's not a threat.
because I mean that's their leading receiver. He's almost at a
Yeah,
thousand a thousand
and Jalen
yards.
McMillan is brand new, but he can pose a threat too.
Yeah. Ricky
So
Mar-
don't sleep on him either.
Ricky Martin says, "Who you got for Sunday between Panthers and Bucks?" Panthers, of course.
Panthers.
Yeah, yeah, we got that. But
Yep.
um, but yeah, definitely they got a strong receiving core still, and then they do still have that 1-2 attack on the ground with Rashad
Mm.
White, their leading rusher. with 539 yards, 4 touchdowns. You got Bucky Irving.
Yeah,
Um,
oddly enough, it was Bucky Irving that got the most yards on us. He got 71 on us
yeah,
on 19 carries.
when they last played us, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they still have that.
Will we
Um,
probably see that same strategy again? Do you think?
it's I think so, and also the interesting thing, their
Me too.
their running back, their red zone threat on the ground was Sean Tucker, who actually has 7 touchdowns, and that's
Yeah,
and that's their fourth string running back.
one of those against us.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that, but I expect them to keep that similar sort of strategy.
We held Baker to 145 yards. He was not having a good day
Yeah.
at all. And it seems like this defense is just shutting down major quarterbacks. You know, they've shut down Matthew Stafford, they shut down Dak Prescott, Jordan Welp. Um, you know,
Yeah. I mean they
all the major heavy hitters.
I mean they
We
gave
have forced them to throw it exactly where we want them to throw it
I mean
with our coverage.
they gave Brock Purdy a hard time too. Just offense couldn't capitalize.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Kevin McFarland, welcome to the stream. Hey, it's been a while. Says good evening, Blitz. Very excited for this game. I really would love for us to win this in Tampa and we can play well. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
and as I was saying earlier, this would be a great opportunity not only for Carolina to win but to dominate. I mean,
Right.
win by like 2 or more touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely. It needs to be a firefight just like it was last time. You go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's where we really excel.
Yeah.
Is where it becomes like an entire firefight.
Because my whole thing is, I would love to see this team get the lead and really hold the lead. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? They haven't really done that in a long time. At least not since the Atlanta game, the first meeting. So,
I feel like you're not going to see that until next year.
right. Which is understandable.
Mm-hmm. And that's when once we patched everything up completely.
Hmm.
But right
Um,
now we are just on the verge of getting to that point. You know.
yeah, we're getting there. We'll get there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin says Rico Dowdle needs to have a big game, and McMillan hopefully can perform great to get to the playoffs. We have Atlanta as a backup option, which they might very well beat the Saints. We can't rely that last part,
We
Kevin.
can't rely on them.
You can't rely on that.
We've got to win the game.
Yeah,
Period.
Carolina's got to win. This is their third opportunity to seal this.
Right. This has got to be done here.
Yeah. So
It's got to get done.
that's the only way folks are going to take this team serious. They need to beat
We
Tampa
need
Bay.
to take care of our own business. We need to
Yeah.
stop relying on everybody else and trying to get everybody else's help. This team needs to be self-reliant. We
Yeah.
were self-reliant when we beat the Rams. We were self-reliant when we beat the Packers. We were self-reliant when we beat the Cowboys.
Right.
You know, we can. We were self-reliant when we put up 448 yards of offense against the Falcons and beat them twice. So I think this is a huge opportunity for us to be self-reliant and get ourselves into the playoffs and not even have to worry about it later.
Yeah. Kevin says the Rams game was very impressive for this team. It looked like us in our worst 2015 game, which
Yeah,
that and bad compared to 2020 Matt Rule era. And he says I'm glad Atlanta did beat the Rams though. I mean, like I said, that was nice and whatnot, but can't depend on outside help.
mm-hmm. You mentioned that feeling like 2025.
Or 2015. Yeah.
2015. Um, the first Bucks game, and I was at this game. That felt like 2015. Energy wise, game wise, even the tailgate felt like 2015.
There you go.
They were handing out free energy drinks, bro.
Oh, dang.
I was like, what? Let me find out.
Hey.
Because that's how you start a game right there. That's how you get everybody hyped. They come in energized with the doggone energy drinks. I mean, we're hooting and hollering during the defense plays. I mean, it felt great. And
Hey.
that game reminded me of the Green Bay game in 15
Mm-hmm.
in so many ways because we went back and forth with Green Bay back in that game. And that was for the 3-game lead over the whole NFC conference
Mm-hmm.
at the time.
Indeed.
We were undefeated to that point. And just the raw energy in that building, you could feel it for miles.
Exactly.
And that's what it felt like against the Bucks the first time we played them this year.
Yes.
I finally felt that energy again, and I was like, this is what I'm talking about. This
Right.
is why I pay for tickets to go to a Panthers game. This is why I wear the gear. This
Yeah.
is why I do these streams.
And not only that, that year we had a mix of close wins and dominant wins.
Oh my goodness. I was
I,
at the Tampa Bay game at the end of the year in 15.
dude, so was I.
Oh my goodness, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
Last game of the season against Tampa Bay, that cold night in Boa. Yeah, I was there.
Oh my gosh. I was in the handicap section. So I was
Oh,
with
okay.
I was with my mom.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm not gonna tell the story, but on air. But I'll tell you later.
Gotcha. But
Of why I
yeah,
was there.
I
But I
was,
remember they flexed that game.
yeah, because it was originally supposed to be
Yeah,
one,
to
and they
4:30.
they moved it to
So we're
4:30.
sitting around there for about 3 hours.
Oh man.
Oh man. See, if I'd have known about the restaurants in Charlotte at the time, that would have been such a shorter wait.
Yeah, that's a good point. Um, it was just wild because man, I remember hot chocolate was freaking expensive at that
Oh my
game.
God, it was.
Oh, because I mean, I was enjoying
As
myself, but
I'm eating chocolate right now.
I mean, I was enjoying myself for obvious reasons, but dang, it was freezing.
Right.
And just like it was a good time. I was there with my dad, and it was a lot of fun, and just was
We
like,
just kept scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring. And I was just sitting there going, what is happening right now?
yeah,
What am I watching right now?
like as soon as they got that third touchdown, I was just like, okay, this is a win. I might as well just I might as well just
Yeah.
get comfortable and just
Oh, I was fully enjoying myself at that point.
yeah. So but yeah, that year was a combination of close wins and dominant wins.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely says a lot. Kevin says, quick random note. I saw Trey Boston at one of the Hornets games. It's cool to see players other than Thomas Davis there. I still want to see Luke or Steve Smith in public. That would be cool. That'd be really
Dude,
cool.
Steve's been doing his thing. He's been doing media stuff. Uh, Luke's been doing radio stuff.
Yeah, and
So, I mean, he's around.
yeah,
Um,
but he'll still
Thomas Davis has been doing the Panthers corner and stuff like that.
yeah.
But Trey Boston's been more vocal lately.
Oh, very, very.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared, welcome to the stream.
What's up, Jared? How you doing, man?
And Luke is doing his thing. He'll pop his head and predict a play on before it
Mm-hmm.
happens here and there. But
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin
It's crazy
says.
because I almost want to turn down like the national announcers and just listen to him. Because I feel like we learned so much more from him than the national box announcers.
Oh, and oh, okay. Kevin says this was the December 23rd game, and he was also saying that I think there was even Debo Samuel at the Wizards game. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every now and then you'll definitely see players of other sports at these
Mm-hmm.
different games for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Mm-hmm. Bryce Young's been in a couple of things too.
Jarrett says that he was at that game, that last game of the 2015 season. He looked at his friend and he called the Jericho Cotchery touchdown
Mm-hmm.
before it happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised because and here's the thing: when you look back at that 15 roster, like nobody knew who these guys were before
right.
that season started. Nobody. Just like this roster, nobody knows who like Jalen Coker is. Nobody knew who freaking Jimmy Horn Jr. is. Nobody knows who these guys are.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom, touchdown, boom, jet sweep, boom, big pass down the field. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah. If I remember correctly,
That's exactly how it started in 14.
that Cotchery touchdown was the third score from the Panthers
Could be.
because
That was a long way back.
I remember
I couldn't remember that.
we had an early turnover in the first quarter. First quarter was,
Mm-hmm.
bleh, but they only gave a field goal. And then
Mm.
second quarter throughout the rest of the game, they just straight dominated.
Oh my God. It was like they woke up a sleeping giant
Yeah.
and it was on.
So like, yeah. After that first quarter, Carolina was just like, okay, y'all have had your fun. Let's end this.
Mm. Yeah.
So
That it's like, we'll let them have one quarter. And then Cam Newton says, all right, I'm done with this crap. Let's go. It's
yeah,
like, now I'm going to put belt to butt right now.
yeah.
You guys are done.
And if I
You don't
remember,
piss me off now.
correctly, Tampa Bay didn't get that one touchdown until like late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like late third or fourth quarter. But
Yeah.
they did get one touchdown. One.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fourth, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I remembered it was late, but like, yeah, because I remember Funches
Fourth
had
quarter.
because if I remember correctly, Funches had two touchdowns. Cam had a rushing touchdown. Cameron Artis
Mm-hmm.
Payne had a rushing touchdown, and
Oh
Cotchery
my God.
had a. Whoa! So they put up five. Yeah, they put up five touchdowns. Goodness gracious. Yeah.
You know it's bad when Cameron Artis Payne is getting a touchdown on you.
Yeah,
That's when you know you're cooked.
because if I remember correctly, either Stewart was out or he was resting. Because I mean, which when you think about it, it's kind of a surprise that Cam even played.
Mm, yeah,
When you really think
true.
about it.
He really should have been resting for the playoffs.
Because I mean, we went into that game 14-1, so it's like,
I mean, did you really trust Derek Anderson enough to
I,
take over?
I mean, what? I mean,
That's a mute point now, but you know what I mean. My
I,
whole thing is I didn't.
I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. I mean,
However, to be fair to him, he was the best backup at the time,
yeah, this is true.
but he was also garbage, in my
Jarrett's
opinion.
Jarrett says, I still don't think people comprehend just how good Cam was in that game.
Yeah, I don't think they realized how good the Panthers were as a whole in the Cardinals NFC Championship game. Like that that blew everybody's minds. That's what we look like at our peak, right there.
Uh-huh.
Imagine 4 or 5 games of that during the regular season.
Oh, that's right, Jared. Thank you for reminding me that. So I remember now. Cam played because they were still playing for the number one seed because
Ah,
the Cardinals were still, yeah,
yep,
the
yep,
Cardinals were
yep,
still in contention because they finished 13-3.
yep.
Okay, that makes
Good
sense.
memory, Jared.
That
Very
makes
impressive.
sense.
Good
Yeah,
catch there, buddy. Even
because
I didn't remember that one.
yeah, I didn't either. But then when you think about it, because I mean we played them in the NFC Championship, so yeah, and then gave them very bad memories.
Oh my God. Cardinals have hated us ever since.
Oh man.
That is what this team looks like at its peak when we have fully built this thing up. And it is terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrifying if you're another team trying to battle that in our home stadium. Uh-uh.
Yeah.
You don't want any part of that.
Like to be
That's what we're
honest,
trying to get back to again.
when Cam had that big run and then right afterwards had another run that got the touchdown, I was just like, okay, yeah, that was just mean. That was
Yep.
just mean.
That's just Cam having fun at that
And it was just crazy because
point.
like, not too long after that, Luke Kuechly gets the pick six, and not too long after that, Trey Boston gets a pick, and I'm like, dang, y'all! I mean, y'all won. Like, chill.
I mean, it's just them being them. What do you want them to do at that point?
Shoot. Trey Boston ran off that field. He was stomping like, yeah. I was like, okay, you get an interception too. That's cool. That's fine. It's just like, you get one, Kirk Coleman gets one, Luke, you get. No, Kirk Coleman had two. He had two. Yeah, he had two. So,
It's like
uh,
you get a pick, you get a pick, you get a pick, you get a new car, you get a new car, you get a new car. It's like over open here, man. It's like, oh my
seriously.
God.
Because I was happy we won, but
Gosh.
as we kept running up the score, I was just like, okay, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, oh, oh.
I mean, even with that, you love a competitive game, but at the same time, like, tell me you weren't having fun with that. Come on.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
you love being the team that does that, but you hate being the team that is on the other end of it.
yeah,
Because we've been on
yeah.
the other end of that stick several times.
True.
So, you know,
Jared's
football karma has a way of knocking us back down.
Jared says, remember Corey? We went to the Colts game together that year in a straight monsoon.
Oh my God, yes. The monsoon rain. It never stopped from the moment we left our hometown to Charlotte, watched the game, watched overtime, drove back, and the monsoon was still going.
Yeah, that was wild.
I have never been to a game like that before. Like, and I would gladly do it again. No, we would get the same result we did,
Oh, I
and getting a
bet.
chance to see that. Even though I barely saw the field, like at all, I don't care. It's still worth it. It was incredible.
Yeah. He also says, I knew that game was in the bag after we got the pick right after Cam threw one. Got the ball
Yeah.
back, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that was their chance to make this a game. And
Oh
yeah,
my goodness. But yeah, that first Buccaneers game this year that I went to reminded me of the Green Bay game so much because you had all the elements of that game
right.
in retrospect. You had the back and forth, you had the tackles, You had the brick wall defensive line. You had pass rush on them. You had, I mean, like, and then to cap it all off, an interception to end it. And I'm just sitting there going, if you weren't there for that Green Bay game back in 2015, and you were coming to experience that game in Tampa against Tampa Bay, that's what it felt like. That raw energy. That's what it felt like. The moment Lathan caught that interception. Oh my God.
Explosion.
You could feel that all the way in South Carolina. It was that freaking crazy. I mean, dude, tell me y'all weren't going nuts when you were watching that on freaking TV.
Yeah, it actually, not only that, it reminded me of the Thomas Davis pick in Green Bay.
Yes.
Very similar.
Yes.
And that was
And it is in fact one and the same.
Because
one and the same, my friend.
Because that was crazy. Because that was in the red zone. I was just like, oh snap,
dude. And that also gave birth to the famous GIF of Aaron Rodgers throwing the tablet.
Oh yes, yes.
And I saw that in person, and to this day, that is my favorite football GIF ever. It still is.
Oh yeah.
I'll never forget that because they showed it on the big screen too.
Jared says, yeah, we were soaked. I couldn't talk. Jared also says, what I remember about the Packers game is how we rattled Rodgers. He actually had a wide open wide receiver on that final play, but we made him
he did.
Made him hesitate, and TD picked it off.
You're exactly right. I saw that too.
Dang, he had a dude wide open.
Mm-hmm. He's exactly right. I forget who it was too, but I saw him get wide open. I was like, oh no, no. And then I saw Thomas Davis pick that ball up, and everything went nuclear at that point.
Dang, that'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, people were chanting, keep pounding throughout the freaking stadium walls. You could hear it. You could feel it. I was like, whoo. And then after this Bucks game this year, you know the people with the drums, the 10 drums and stuff outside. They had full drum sets, dude.
Oh.
They gave a full drum sets out there. And it was just like, yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, Jared.
I was like, this is lit, dude.
Jared remembers exactly.
So lit.
He remembers exactly what happened. So Roman Harper bit on the flat, and he was wide open, but Rodgers hesitated, and TD closed the gap.
Oh.
Interesting.
Wow. Good memory, Jared. I'm impressed. Dude. You even out-memoried me here. And that's saying something.
But that was, he snatched that pick like whap. Yeah, he snatched it.
Shout out David Screws. He's in chat here. He says, finally got to get on here. Sorry I'm late. Keep pounding. Team get this win tomorrow. Yes, the energy was fire. Yes, sir. Oh my God, it was. And it, if we win in Tampa, the only fans cheering are going to be the ones in black and blue.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And the rest of this team is going to be silent as a graveyard. And it's going to be the most beautiful sound
ever. Absolutely. I can dig it.
Been a fun roller coaster season. Yes, it has. Shout out, guys. Yeah, for sure. there are a lot of people that say, yeah, we underperformed, we did this, we did that. But I mean, look at the successes we've had this year. Look at the
Yeah.
progress we've made. I'm so freaking proud of this team. Look how disciplined we are. Look how patient we are. Look how smart we are in certain situations. Look at it's a total 180.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a total beautiful 180. I'm so freaking hyped, dude, because you guys are just starting to see the beginning of the climb. And if you weren't there when we started that climb back at 13 and 14, this is exactly how it felt.
Right.
This is the beginning. You're starting to see flashes in the first year. Then you saw big, big fireworks this year,
Yep.
including an NFC title, which was our goal for this year. Then you go up the ladder again. You go in there, you get a second NFC title and a couple of playoff wins.
Yep.
With consistent winning in year 3. And then year 4, we go for the big one.
Yeah.
And that's supposedly going to be in Atlanta in 28.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yes. And I just want to say this. If we beat whoever it is in the Super Bowl in 28 in Atlanta's dome, we will never let the Falcons hear the end of it.
Yeah. There you go.
That
There
would
you
be
go.
the ultimate middle finger to the Falcons
Pretty much.
after all the problems that they've cost us over the years. It's like that is karma right there. That's beautiful karma. I want that so bad. I can freaking taste it as a Panthers fan.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Jared says my memory is my strong suit. Yeah, it shows.
indeed.
Um, he says he went to the very first Panthers game when they played in Clemson. He got a pick with John Case. Oh, the legendary lefty. You lucky.
What? Oh
Lucky.
my god, I'm jealous.
The legendary lefty.
Wow.
Um, Jared says, I will say, not making the playoffs with the massive chances we've had will be a brutal pill to swallow, but no matter what happens, we have to walk away feeling optimistic because we were not supposed to be here. And that's a fair
That's
point.
true.
They
That's
they
fair.
were they were not predicted to make it this far. I mean, if
But I
anything,
did.
getting 8 wins, I mean,
Check the VOD.
yeah. So that says a
What did
lot.
I say? 7-9.
Yep, 7-9, and
Check the VODs, people. I said it at the beginning of the year, and I'm still sticking with it. 7-9. And I'm still dead on. I'm telling you, I know this team. I know how this team operates. I know what we can do, what we can accomplish together. You know, the strengths of this team. I know it completely from the top to the bottom. Otherwise, I would not have been as confident as I was when I said 7-9 to begin
not
the year.
not only that, gotta quote Cam Newton on this. Carolina, y'all gotta really embrace this. Cam's quote: "To see where it's at, this team, to see where it's at now
Mm-hmm.
shows Bryce Young, shows David Tepper. If you
Mm-hmm.
if you win in Carolina, you have a city, a state, states, plural states that will back you.
That's right.
And Carolina has an opportunity to host a playoff game, something they haven't done in a long time. They get this win."
Yeah, it's crazy to me. I remember they were starting to plan like parade routes in 2015
Right.
because we got into the Super Bowl, and it was like all brand new to everybody because they're like, yeah, we've never been in the Super Bowl, So all the interviews and all the publicity and stuff like that, it was just wild to watch
Yeah.
because like that was so much different from '05, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in '05, it was just the most basic media stuff, and nowadays you got like social media, you got internet, you got all this other stuff, all these other distractions and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know. And it was just so fascinating just seeing like, okay, Food Network would have like certain Super Bowl foods, and like every year they'll host something, that's unique to the two cities that are in the Super Bowl. They'll
Mm-hmm.
have a certain recipe or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just wild watching all of this just unfold.
Right.
I was mesmerized the entire week. I couldn't take my eyes off the freaking screen.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't know if I'm the only one like that, but I I want that again because what that did was even though we didn't win that Super Bowl, we still brought in people from Japan, Australia, Europe,
Yeah.
Brazil, people that have never watched this sport before knew who we were at that point. And it's like, finally, this team is finally this relevant to
Yeah.
where we can say we have household names that people know who they are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come
And
a
they're
long
not
way.
just looking at the roster going, what the heck is that?
Right. Come a
And
long. Come a long way.
we're at the base of the mountain again. And we're about to go up it again.
Yeah.
So I want people to remember this moment right before greatness and remember where we came from, where we started, because that will make the victory even sweeter when you get there to the top.
Yes, absolutely.
To put that into perspective, when Dabo took over in Clemson, and I know people are going to go, oh, here we go again with this Clemson stuff, but there's a point here.
Yeah, let it out. Let it out.
There's a point. When Dabo took over, I sat through 6 to 7 years of the Tommy Bowden days. And
Okay.
those were some of the worst years of Clemson history. We were struggling to make bowl games. We were barely making these games against South Carolina relevant,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And it was like, okay,
And Jared, I'll
we,
get
we
I'll
got a
get
primetime game on ESPN, but who's going to really watch that?
and
Neither one of our teams were relevant
Jared, I'll get to your
enough to
comment
really
in a
win a championship.
I'll get to your comment in a moment. I'm gonna let Corey finish.
Yeah, neither one of our teams at the time were really relevant enough to climb the ladder, enough to win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like, okay, well, it was higher bowl games, blah, 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 you know? So along comes Dabo Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
And at that moment, everything changed. The moment that man took the podium, I could feel the change taking place. I was like, we're going to freaking start winning. It's happening right now. I believe this man is telling the truth, and we're going to start winning. I bought it right away.
Mm. Didn't take you long, eh?
10 years later, look at the success we've had. There
Mm.
is a national power we have not beaten yet. That list is extremely small. We've gotten so many trophies now that it's incredible. And when I look back and I see where it all came from, And I
Mm-hmm.
look at people's comments, this year when they're saying fire Dabo, fire Dabo, fire Dabo. I'm like, do y'all really want to go back to the Tommy Bowden days? Because I remember what that looked like, and it sucked.
Oh yeah.
Do y'all really want that to come back? Do y'all really understand what that felt like? Because some of you weren't here when that happened. And that's what it's going to feel like once we start winning and winning and winning and winning in Charlotte here with the Panthers. We get to the top, we start winning a couple of Super Bowls, and then we look back and we say, "You remember those Matt Rule days? You remember
Mm-hmm.
that Frank Wright days?
Yep.
You remember when Tepper threw that Drake on the fan? you know,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
good times, right? Do you really want to go back to that? Then don't fire these people.
Don't do it.
That's what it's going to look like when we have our down year after all of that. So I want y'all to remember this moment because this is what it feels like right now to start climbing that ladder and getting to the top. And it feels freaking electric. Do y'all
Indeed.
feel that energy right now? Oh my God, it feels great. This is what it felt like when, if you were a Clemson fan and Dabo won that first ACC title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. The whole Clemson fan base went ballistic.
Dang.
We're like, this is it. This is it. We believe we're fully all in now. We're fully decked in now. This is it. We're going to start winning. We have zero reason to question our leadership now.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Also, hot take. If Kirk Cousins starts the whole season, tomorrow may not matter. They are playing well. Well, he's been starting since he's been starting for a while since because Michael Penix I don't believe has played since the last time we
Mm,
beat the Falcons, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
So yeah, he's been out since then. Secondly, yeah, they're on a 3-game win streak, but I emphasize, we can't rely on that, Jarrett. Can't rely on that. We got to get the statement win. This
Yeah.
is their third opportunity. They need to get the win. He also says, also LOL, don't hate me for this, but I gotta say it. We opened at Jacksonville 3 times, including this year. Other 2 years we went to the Super Bowl.
I
Uh,
mean,
I mean, but
that's
but we
that's a weird coincidence.
but the thing is, we lost this time though, Jared. The other 2 times we won, we lost this time.
Mm-hmm. That's the difference.
So I don't think that's legit. I don't think
Yeah, I
that's
don't think
legit.
that's legit anymore either. I'm with you.
Because the first two times we won.
Yeah.
So
But
I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't use that.
yeah. And here's the point of why I'm saying a lot of this is we're going to be celebrating that first Focus Friday right before Germany. We're going to be doing a celebration stream of that
Yeah.
every year on that exact date. And it's going to shift every year. So just be aware of it on the calendar. I'll announce it. But we're doing a celebration stream on that. And we're going to recognize every single year. And it's going to get more and more meaningful
Mhm.
every year that we do it. The more success we have, the more meaningful it's going to be. And the more amazing it's going to feel to know
Oh.
this is where we started and resurrected ourselves from.
Okay. Correction. Correction. Jarrett was saying he's saying if Cousins started the whole year, like this whole
Mm-hmm.
year,
Mm,
The Falcons may have run away with it already. Uh, I I
no,
wouldn't say that.
no,
I wouldn't say that.
no, no,
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
no. But you know, scheduling that first Friday, Focus Friday celebration stream is important because it marks where we resurrected ourselves as a franchise from the grave, and now are where we are.
Hmm. Ricky Martin says, "Are you going to the Panthers playoffs?" May it depends.
Maybe,
I
maybe,
maybe it depends. I have to wait to see
yeah.
how
We'll have to
things
wait to
look.
see how things shake out. That could
Yeah,
be a Saturday game. It could also be flexed.
yeah,
Um, the prices could be flexed as well. We'll see how things shake out. We'll continue to monitor it after we beat the Bucks,
yeah,
but we got to beat the Bucks first.
yeah. Because the thing is, it's been a long time, so they
Otherwise, none of that matters.
yeah. Because it's been a long time, so I'm thinking there's a chance they may flex the prices and whatnot.
Been a fun roller coaster season. Let's just ride it till the wheels fall off. And I feel that, let's ride it till the wheels fall off. And for once, we're not worried about what draft pick.
Yeah,
That's something right there. We're not even worried about the draft pick at this point. We're just saying screw it. We draft where we draft, and we're gonna get a nice tight defensive end in that area anyway, so it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yeah, keep pounding every down, every snap, every play. Let's go. Yes, sir.
There it is.
Love it, David. Love that energy right there. That's what we need. That's what we need. Bring that energy to Tampa. If you're going to Tampa for that game in Tampa Bay, bring that energy to Tampa. I need to see every Panthers fan that's in that stadium, in Raymond James Stadium, making some freaking noise when this team is on defense. I need to hear y'all on national TV.
Yeah,
This is a title game, man. Turn up. Stop playing. Turn up. Because this is where it's at, man. It doesn't get any better than this.
Ricky Martin says tickets are so expensive. They can be sometimes. They definitely
Oh,
can be
yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Jared says if we make it, I'm gonna try everything to go.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Me too.
he also says run the ball with Rico and Chuba, stay ahead of the chains, and let Bryce exploit some one-on-one matchups, and the defense keep the opportunistic and win this thing. Win this thing.
Right. So one of the things I'm gonna need to see is from Dave Canales is stop putting Chuba on one-on-ones in an open field versus
Okay.
defenders.
Okay.
Please stop doing that
Um, keep talking. 1 second. I'll be right back. But keep talking.
because if you look at Chuba's frame, um, let me see. Let me get that real quick for you. Um, Chuba Hubbard is a 6'1", 210-pound running back. Okay, 6'1", 210. When you look at him out there versus a defender that's got a 50-pound or a 60-pound or a 70-pound difference on him, bro, that defender will eat him alive.
Wait a
He's
minute.
not going anywhere in open field. He cannot get around people.
Wait a minute. Chuba's only 210.
Yeah, 210.
Oof.
You put him in open field versus a defender that's got 50 pounds on him of pure muscle, nah, Chuba's done. He's not getting extra yards. He doesn't. He doesn't have the elusiveness. he doesn't have the skills to get around these people like McMillan does, like a wide receiver does. Now, don't get me wrong. When you use him in draw plays and stuff like that, and you get him going, he's very useful.
Wait a minute. How big was Jonathan Stewart? Let me see.
That's a good question, actually.
Oh, never
I
mind.
want to
Oh,
say
oh, never mind. He was
250.
he was 245. Never. Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah, 250.
yeah.
250.
That's
I was gonna say 250 originally, but
yeah. Dang. So wait, how big was D'Angelo Williams then? D'Angelo Williams. Oh,
230.
he was 207. What?
Hmm. I was gonna say 230, but nah, he's
Interesting.
skinnier than I thought he was.
Very interesting. I could have sworn I thought he was bigger than that. Oh, but the true big back was Jonathan Stewart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So when you go looking at some of these defenders, uh, was it a corner or was it a linebacker that was on him in that last game in Seattle?
Cool.
Because my whole thing is if this was a corner
Mm-hmm.
that's got like 50 pounds on him,
Oh, okay, okay.
but still he's not going to get past Jamal Dean. He's not going to get past Jacob Parrish.
Right.
He just doesn't have the elusiveness, and that's just him, you know. And that's what I need to see him work on in the offseason. Because Jacob Parrish is 5'10", 198. He might get past Jacob Parrish, maybe, but not Jamal Dean. Jamal Dean 6'1", 206.
Okay.
So if this was a linebacker that Chuba was facing up against Seattle, that makes it look even worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I wish I had the time to re-look at that tape and see like who that defender was. Then I could tell you, because it looked like he was like a whole head taller than him and like 50 pounds on him.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a freaking toothpick compared to this dude. And I was like, no, there's no way. He's not getting past
Yeah.
him. And why are we designing plays like this, Dave? This is what I would like to know. And it's every other week, you will design plays like this, and you'll put Chuba in open field flat. You'll put people in places where they're not supposed to be, and then you wonder why we can't gain yards and keep ending up punting it or acting a fool with the ball.
Yeah.
You know, like this is what I don't. How does Dave go from one of the smartest, most intelligent coaches in the NFL one week, you know, where we beat the Rams, to that?
Yeah.
Please explain this logic to me because I'm baffled. Like, which one are you? Are you Jekyll or are you Hyde? Which one are you?
Got to be one or the other.
You've got to be one or the other. You can't keep switching back and forth when we're in the middle of a title race.
Right.
This is just not it.
Got to make up your mind, Dave.
But here's the thing. Which one was the good part? It was Jekyll or was it Hyde?
Jekyll.
Jekyll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if logic follows, Jekyll will be this week from Dave
Yes.
Canales.
Yeah.
And then Hyde next week when we get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Agreed.
Like, yeah, we got the NFC South, but we're not done.
Right.
We're not done. He doesn't. So, Dave, I'm going to need you to get out of your ego. Stop taking the playbook out of this man's hands and and doing stupid stuff with it.
Exactly.
I don't get this. I don't get how this. Like, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
You can't go through a season like this, dude. You can't do it. Here's the thing: we have all the tools, all the players, all the brains necessary to win an NFC South title this year,
Agreed.
without question. And we knew it after we beat Green Bay and we beat Dallas. There was no question after that.
Right.
So then it's a matter of, okay, what are we doing with this talent? Are we going to completely go, all in, pedal to the metal? Or are we just going to lollygag our way to the NFC South title? And this team couldn't figure out which one we wanted to do. No. Not this team. Dave Canales couldn't figure it out. Because the defense was doing what they're supposed to do. We have a quarterback that could throw 448 yards. So we know the plays are not the problem. We know the quarterback's not the problem. We know the wide receivers are not the problem because you got 447 yards. We know that the running backs are not the problem because you got Rico getting God knows how many freaking yards, 200 plus yards back-to-back games. So the running backs are not your problem.
Right.
The offensive line has been holding up because otherwise you, again, would not have 447 yards against the Falcons. That goes right back to, guess who? Dave Canales. That's your only guess who clue left.
Yeah.
You've narrowed down everything else. It has to be him. And I'm sitting there just going, huh? And I'm sitting there watching him make stupid decisions like that 4th and 17 on our own 20.
Right.
This is not how you win an NFC title, sir.
Exactly.
You don't win a title doing that. You don't win playoff games doing that. If you want to be a Super Bowl contender this year, you do not do that type of stuff.
Right.
Good sir.
It's uncalled for.
Like at some point, the light bulb has got to come on for Dave Canales. He's got to figure out that this is not it.
Exactly.
I don't understand how you could go every other game and continue to do this.
Keep pounding.
And
Keep pounding. USA says, like, how does Bryce go from 450 yards to 50 yards? It's got to be play calling.
bingo, because the playbook is not the problem. We've proven that. Because otherwise, why would you have 445 yards? The routes are good. We've even gotten Bryson Tremaine involved. That's how good the routes were.
This is true.
Like when you manage to get Bryson Tremaine, you manage to get Hunter Renfrow, you manage to get um, Mitchell Evans involved.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're doing something right. These are good routes. And this is why I'm not worried about David Moore not being in because he stops in the middle of his routes. Right after he finishes the route, say you're running a curl route, this dude will just stand there at the end of the curl route and just not move.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch it on tape. It happened several times now. This year alone, when he was in, and I was like, "Why?"
Yeah. Um, Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide. Wow, that's quite a name. Says
Last name.
Andy Dalton Gang Gang. Okay, I'm guessing you're a.
I'm gonna get on Andy in a second. I'm I'm gonna get on Andy in a second. Hold up,
Okay.
because I want to go back to this whole thing of the play calling, because we are starting to have play calling where Bryson kind of fades out into the distance. Doesn't get any snaps. You're noticing um, that Tommy Tremble won't get as many snaps. You'll notice Sanders hasn't gotten any snaps.
Well, yeah.
The
Unfortunately,
reason
he's
for
playing a
this
lot.
is because we're trying to work them in as trick plays.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden, once you've forgotten about these people, boom, there it is. 10-yard play by Bryson on the sideline right when we need it most.
Right.
Here comes Sanders out of nowhere to become a red zone threat and get a touchdown for us. No one's going to guard these people because they have no idea that this is going to be a thing. They haven't seen it on tape. They've forgotten about it. It was 3 or 4 weeks ago when these guys last got their last big name catches. You
Hmm.
know, so I love the strategy here of just sneaking them in there when these teams least expect it in big games, and they
Right.
saved it to the right moments. Like, you'll see Bryson probably get a pass in this big game here against Tampa out of nowhere. You won't be expecting it. You'll be thinking, okay, yeah, this ball is probably going to Coker or Tet, one-on-one coverage. No, here comes Bryson, totally unguarded over the middle on a fade
Hmm.
route. Boom, first down. Totally unguarded because they don't see these guys as threats.
Yeah, that's a good
They
point.
don't see it at all, and that's exactly why it's working as well as it is, and I love it. I love every part of it, because when you look at Sanders, when, at first, you know, as a rookie, you're thinking, okay, red zone threat, right?
Yeah.
But see, over time, people have forgotten about that, right?
True.
They see less and less snaps from him, so they think, okay, yeah, this dude's fading. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's kind of fading off into the background. Maybe the Panthers might cut him at the end of the year. Nope. Nope. Red zone touchdown against Seattle.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. And it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen because he was wide open. I was like, yes.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know the strat's working. When you see that right there. So you're going to see more of it. We haven't seen Hunter Renfrow in a while.
Um, I'm not even so sure if he's even activated. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's even
Yeah, I'm
activated.
not sure either.
So that's the only thing.
Keep pounding the chat. Is Brandon trying to get in here? Hold up. Let me accept this. Hold up.
Okay, I'll be here.
If I can get him in here.
But
It's going to take a second.
oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
But I wanted to talk about Tedero McMillan because this dude was not feeling well, and we still played him anyway.
Right, that is true.
I mean, this is part of that Dave Canales nonsense where you're thinking, okay, what is this dude doing?
I do agree with Keep Pounding USA. He says we need to get Jimmy Horn Jr. more involved. I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree.
What's good, guys? You're on stream right now, guys. You're on stream. We're on stream right now.
Oh, can they hear you on your side?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to get you guys into the stream. Hold on,
Yeah,
but you guys can hear me through the mic.
get them in the get them
Yeah.
in the Zoom. Um
Hey. Join the Zoom. Join the Zoom. Join the Zoom.
keep pounding
Hey,
USA. Keep
guys. If you want to be involved in the stream, hit the Zoom link.
Yeah, use the Zoom link. Do I need to resend it out? I'll resend it out. Yeah, I'll resend it out.
Yeah, because the messenger on my laptop's not working well enough. So you guys will have to go through Zoom.
Yeah, I'll send it. There it is. Um,
Links
keep
in the chat.
keep pounding USA says, do you think Tet and Rico is gonna get a thousand yards? Rico already got it. Rico already got it.
Yeah, you already got it.
Yeah. Tet. Mm, Tet needs. Well, he's at 929,
Right.
so he would need 71 yards.
Right.
I mean, he could do it. He could do it, but that's really going to depend on this offense and just But he can do it. It's very possible, but they gotta get him involved. They gotta get him going, but it's very possible.
My whole thing is like, why would you put Ted McMillan on the field knowing he's not fully healthy? This is the dumb caveman brain of Dave Canales again. He goes from like a very very intelligent head coach to caveman status every other week,
Mm.
back and forth every other week.
He must have been thinking, well, Michael Jordan could do it. Why can't you know? And I'm just like, what?
So what did they do? Just like Dave Canales and Bryce just sit at a table, at the beginning of the year, going out to lunch and just saying, "Oh hey, how about you take the playbook this week? I'll take the playbook this week. You take the playbook this week. I'll take the playbook this week." Is that what happened?
Shoot.
Is that what happened once we started winning? Because like if I'm gonna need Bryce Young to man up and say, "Look, I'm following Peyton Manning's example here, and if you're gonna allow me, if you want me to follow Peyton Manning's example, then you need to hand me the playbook permanently. I mean, like all the time." Because
Yeah.
that's what happened to Peyton Manning. Because Peyton said under no uncertain terms, "Give me the playbook." Excuse my French here, but give me the damn playbook.
There you go.
He was not playing around. And look what happened after they gave him the playbook. I mean, that's what you got to do, Bryce. You got to look Dave Canales in the eye, and you got to say, "Give me the damn playbook." You got to show some balls here, man. Like otherwise, Dave Canales is going to think, "Okay, yes, business as usual. I can just play every. I can just do every other week. Taking control of the playbook and playing soft and being dumb." No, you got to man up and say, "I run this on now. Like I'm done playing. This is an NFC title hunt. I want the playbook now from this point forward." You got to look him in the eye with no hesitation. You know, A great example of this is a guy robbing a freaking gas station, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes up to him with his 22 pistol, and he just goes, "Give me all your money now." You know, you've seen all these like crappy movies where they come up there with a soft attitude, like, "Give me your money, yeah, give me your money," and it's like, you know, sometimes those gas station owners will already have a 22 gauge shotgun pointed at your head right before you could even do that. That's
Oof.
balls. That's balls right there. They say,
Yeah.
"Get out of my store." There is
um.
no hesitancy in their voice. They just say, "Get out of my store. You're not robbing me today."
Mm-hmm. Um.
That's what I need Bryce to do. I need him to have that mentality.
Keep pounding USA says, "How do you know he's not? How do you know he's not what? What? I don't understand the question. Can I'm
Taking the playbook out of his hands. Is that what you mean?
is that what you're talking about? Because if that is, like, Corey's been over that already once.
Yeah, several times actually. I'll be glad to explain it to anybody that's new. Happy to. And I got stats backing it up too. Oh, and a little statement that came from Dave's own mouth during a press conference.
Oh.
Yeah, after the second Saints game. Yeah, the fourth down and one. This man said, and I quote, "I just couldn't resist."
Oh, dang.
And I quote, "I cannot resist." Did you hear that? Did you catch the I in there? Not we could not resist. I could not resist.
Mm. Oh, that's a point there.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
Mm-hmm.
point. That is a.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Caught you with your hand in the cookie jar, bro.
you
Caught you with your hand in the cookie jar, trying to steal some cookies. We got you, Dave, on candid camera, man. Yo, this man trying to lie. He trying to get out of it. He trying to get. He trying to CYA. I'm like, bro, we caught you.
hmm
Okay, it's over. We know the Scooby Doo gag here is over. Take off the mask. We got you.
Yeah. Keep Pounding USA says
Oh my
sometimes
gosh.
he feels sometimes he feels like Bryce isn't making the read, but good point though. I mean,
I mean, it's in the stats. When you look at Bryce Young, look at the types of plays that are being called. Look at the plays that are being called during the Rams game versus the Saints game. It is night and day difference. Look at the dumb decision making that is being made during the Saints game, as opposed to the smart decision making during the Rams game. This is a perfect exhibit A right here because you'll see that during the Rams game, we were throwing the ball deep, we were moving the ball in different ways. We were getting Bryson involved, we were getting Tet involved, we were getting Coker involved, all these different routes, in their zone defense. Versus the Saints game where you see a bunch of checkdowns and some draws up the middle into a stack box.
mm,
Over and over and over, running Chuba into a stack box. What year is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what year is it? Because That reminds me of the offensive coordinator we had during John Fox. That dude would run it straight up the middle on every first down. It did not matter whether the box was stacked. It did not matter what was going on around him. No, straight draw play up the middle, right into a brick wall.
Yeah.
First down was just basically negated. It's like it didn't exist.
And I'm still not that crazy a fan of run plays out of the shotgun, but that's just me. That's just me.
I mean, you could do it. It depends on the type of running back that you have. If you have a running back, say, that needs that extra kick of speed and acceleration,
Mm-hmm.
in order to hit the hole hard enough, like Chuba does, that's a good idea. But if you're talking Rico, who doesn't need that, then you could just run him straight out of uh, regular formations.
I see.
So it really just depends on what you're trying to do. But if you were to try to run Rico like that, he would be stopped in the back because these guys would get into the backfield. They would make that extra push on the O line and get back there and stop the play for a 1 yard loss. See, that's the difference. It is using these running backs correctly. So that's why I'm a little concerned about Dave's play calling when it comes to that every other week. Because this dude will run it straight into a stacked box of about 7 to 8 people. And it's just like, why?
Keep Pounding USA says Dave is acting like Chuba is a Derrick Henry or Adrian Peterson.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm like, why? Somebody make this make sense. Because honestly, it is so aggravating.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable. I feel like if he has the open hole, he can, blast through it. But I feel like Rico just has a better ability of shifting and just,
Yeah.
being able to go through the right hole. Like Chuba's very patient, maybe a little too patient.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's the only thing there.
And I mean, when you have Robert Hunt in there, and you've got Damian Lewis on the other side with this offensive line, you can afford to be that patient. But when
Right.
you don't have those people in, and you're working with a makeshift offensive line, of Austin Corbett in there,
Mm-hmm.
then you're going, okay, maybe that patience doesn't need to be there, and we need to get a little bit more aggressive here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, there's several things. Timeout usage, you know,
Mm-hmm.
against the Rams was good. Against the Saints, what the heck?
Oh.
I was like, I was sitting in the stands just, in that first Saints game, just going, why? Okay, but why? Like, you got him on the ropes. Why? I don't. It's like we completely wasted that entire time before halftime in that first Saints game. And I'm just going, Dave, I'm going to come down there and strangle you,
Dang.
dude. Because there's absolutely zero reason why you should waste that clock.
It's like, come on, man.
When we could easily get from point A to point B, with one timeout and kick a field goal.
Right.
At least put up 3. There's zero reason why we could not do that unless Dave Canales was running the playbook. No violence intended. YouTube, no violence intended. I'm good. I'm a sane person. I'm a competent person.
There we go.
Just making that clear. But I feel like every Panthers fan felt that way when they were sitting in the stands just watching this, just going, "Are you serious?" Because I looked around at the people around me in my section, just going, "I have no answers." Like, I'm the Panthers YouTuber here, and I'm supposed to have answers for you, and I've got nothing. And that's a bad feeling. When you're a content creator and you're sitting in the stands and people are looking at you for answers to stuff, and you've got nothing, yeah, that's not good. That's not a feeling you want to have as a Panthers fan.
Not at all.
And the worst part of Dave Canales taking over the playbook was the 4th and 17 on our own 20. Okay, first of all, let's disregard the fact that this was a battle for a playoff spot. Let's disregard the fact of the entire South being on the line here.
Uh-oh.
Let's just assume this is just a regular Panthers football game. Okay? Under what universe is this okay? On what parallel universe is this acceptable? To go 4th and 17 on your own 20-yard line. I don't care what the score is. Unless you are desperate.
Maybe he
was. We had 5.5 minutes on the clock, 2 timeouts.
Maybe he was desperate.
And a 4th and 17. And you decide, no, we're going to check it down in a 4th and 17 on our own 20.
Yeah.
Like, am I missing something?
It's just like, hey, like, the whole idea is
am I missing something here?
It's like the whole idea is to get the first down.
If we were at like the 40 in our own territory, that's bare minimum. Where I would say that's okay and acceptable. We were down by 10 points. Okay. Then I could possibly make a case. Maybe a slight case. If we're in their territory and we're trying to go for it 4th and 17 and we're down 10 with 5 minutes to go with 2 timeouts. Okay. I could buy that. But we're sitting on our own 20.
Yeah.
Our own 20.
It's bad.
And then you add in the fact that this was playoff implications. On top of that, we are chest high in playoff implications here. In the middle of a title race. And you want to do that when this is a clearly a game that we can come back in? Yeah. I've seen miracles happen in 5 minutes with Bryce Young. You've seen it. I've seen it. Everybody here has seen it. With 2 timeouts and the defense playing the way they have been against Seattle? Yeah. Come on, man.
Super Trebo says, "Sup guys, I'm calling it now. Panthers win it tomorrow. NFC South title, first time since 2015. Bryce Young, number 9. Panthers 9 wins the division. They will host a playoff game in Charlotte, first time since 2015. There we go. Yeah.
And see, that's good football. That's good football. When you go out there and you win a championship, you do all the right things. Yeah. When you do the stuff that I'm talking about, that's dumb football. That's Neanderthal football. Dude, not even Matt Rule would make that mistake. Not even Matt Rule, who can't even do anything in Nebraska, would make that mistake. That's just stupid.
Is he still doing terrible in Nebraska?
That's just stupid, bro. Like,
Dang, it's really that bad? Dang. Wow.
And I mean, like, what were people expecting when he went into a ball game? I mean, I'm not trying to make, I'm not trying to like draw special attention to him right now, but still, I was using him as an example.
Oh Lord, they lost 44-22 to Utah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Dang,
Clown roll,
dang.
clown roll.
Well,
Ooh, I'm gonna turn this team around in 7 years. It's like a Jay-Z album. It's like, man, please,
let me see what his
please. You can't even handle Nebraska. Pathetic.
let me see what his head coaching record is. So
It's like 8-7 or something like that this year.
so
Horrendous.
his overall head coaching record. Um, in college, it's 66-62. Oof. And in the NFL, it's 11-27. And in bowl games, it's 2-3. Well, well, I mean, well, hold up,
If
timeout.
you got a record like that in the SEC, you're immediately fired
Hold up,
after
timeout.
year two.
I just realized something. Hold up. When this dude played football, he was a linebacker? Hold up. This dude is the way he is, and this guy was a linebacker? Where's the dog at? Where's the dog at? What? I mean, I could see if he was like a punter, but he was a linebacker. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
we're gonna hire winners, Mr. Tepper. We're gonna hire winners.
I'm,
Uh huh.
maybe it's just me,
That
but
aged well.
I just kind of get the vibe that the dude's kind of a pansy for somebody that once played linebacker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But
The only thing I saw that Matt Rule really did right was bring back the warm up drills in training camp because he noticed that a lot of these guys were not like properly warmed up and stretched enough. So there were warm up drills that he instituted, and we're still using those today, like the leg stretches and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
You'll see those during training camp. Yeah, those were his original ones that he instituted because we were not doing that beforehand. We were just going straight into it before that.
Uh-huh.
So I will give him credit for that because it has prevented some injuries, but not enough.
Okay.
However, that if that's your only claim to fame, that's a joke. In Charlotte, that's a joke.
Oof.
Go back to. I told you he is not an NFL head coach. He is not. He's not. And Frank Wright is the biggest car salesman type coach in the NFL, but has not delivered anything out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you go to a BMW place and you're expecting a BMW. This dude sells you a BMW, but the car sounds like a freaking Boeing engine,
Okay,
and it looks like a piece of trash.
I just noticed something. So Matt Rule had an opportunity to win a conference championship in 2016 at the Military Bowl, but he accepted the head coach to Baylor prior to that game. Therefore, Ed Foley served as the the interim head coach.
And that's why they won the ball game.
Interesting. Okay.
How much do you want to bet? That's why they won the ball game, is because they put the interim
Let's see. That was 2016. Actually, let me
in.
let me see if they actually.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if this is true.
Because I'm actually curious now.
I'm
Temple.
going to laugh so freaking hard if this is true.
Okay,
Okay,
20.
now I'm legitimately curious. I have to find out now.
Oh, okay. They lost in a very close game, 34 to 26.
Oof.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I mean,
Would that have then turned into a blowout instead if Matt Rule is coach?
yeah, that's a fair point. Um, Keep Pounding USA says, dude, we better not lay an egg tomorrow. I'm gonna be PO'd for real. Super Treybo says everybody is making predictions of NFC South, saying the Falcons and Saints are going to decide the division for the Panthers or Bucks. Not going to happen. Saints Falcons will not matter. Panthers win tomorrow. Roar. I like
Dude, the
it.
Saints are out of it, man. The Saints don't even. The only way the Saints can affect it is the Saints win over the Falcons. That's the only way they can affect it. Falcons are done too. We're the ones battling.
One second.
Okay, so what else do I want to mention? We've been grooming up Isaiah Simmons for a safety role. Um, that's my next topic of discussion there. Oh, Andy Dalton too. Yep. Let me get on Andy Dalton real quick because I've warned everybody about Andy Dalton. This dude, yeah, he won one regular season game when he started. One regular season game. What about the rest? Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, his claim to fame is he won a an NFC season game." Okay, cool, but it was a weak opponent. Andy Dalton's overall record as a Carolina Panther. What is his overall record? Let me see. What was his overall record? I'm trying to find it. Starting. He played 3 starts in 2023, 6 in 2024, and 4 in 2025. In 2023, he had a 2-1 record of those 3 games. In 2024, he started in 6 games, contributed to the team's overall success, but they're not putting the number, are they? Uh, what are y'all trying to hide? What are y'all trying to hide? So I don't like that. Instead of the numbers, him as a starter. Okay. Okay. I want to know what his record as a Panther is. See, nobody wants to address that number. Nobody wants to address it. See, you're dancing all around it with all these other stats. Where is this? Where is the his number as a starter with the Panthers? You can't find it. You find every other stat but that. That's the point I'm trying to freaking make. You watch him during preseason. This dude is awful. Awful. But here's where I throw a wrench in this because now that we know about Dave Canales' weakness and his kryptonite, how much of that was Dave Canales and how much of that was Andy? Y'all starting to see my point here? I'm starting to question that a little bit because it got my attention. Once I figured out Dave, then it made me revisit Andy Dalton. This is why I wanted to bring him up as a topic because we're gonna figure out what we want to do with Andy. You know, are we gonna let him retire a Panther? Are we gonna let him retire a Bengal? What are we doing? You know, first of all, if he's gonna retire. If not, and we want to resign him for a couple more years because we can't find anything better, if we don't choose to keep him, you know, and he's not going to retire, then how much money are we throwing at him? Knowing that Dave Canales is half of the problem and Andy Dalton is the rest of it, you know, being Andy when he's actually not playing well, which is most of the time. How much money are you throwing at that? How long of a contract are you throwing at that? That's a good question because when you start really, really revisiting this whole thing, it it now makes it a lot more complicated. It's not just as easy as saying, "Oh yeah, Andy Dalton was trash against the Bills." Yada yada yada. Let's get him the heck out of here. You know, he's got nothing left to teach Bryce Young. It's not that easy anymore. Now that you know Bryce Young is controlling this offense and Dave Canales is taking the playbook out of Bryce's hands. How much during that preseason did Dave Canales take that playbook out of Andy Dalton's hands and put them into Brad Isaacs? And I'm going to tell you all three. All three preseason games. He will not let Andy Dalton run this offense. He won't do it because he does not trust Andy Dalton. He does not fully trust Bryce Young. This is exactly why he's doing it. It's a control issue. But here's the thing: Bryce Young has clearly proven he deserves to have this playbook in his hands. Andy Dalton still has yet to prove it. If you're trying to make that argument with Andy Dalton, okay, fair enough. You know, but with Bryce Young, he fully deserves every bit of this playbook in his hands and winning games with it.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Topic of discussion is Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, let's go.
All right. So I want to point something out to you.
Okay.
When you go and you look up stats for Andy Dalton and his overall record as a Carolina Panthers starter, you're going to see everybody's put stats out there that dance all around it and don't answer the question.
Oh yeah, good. I already know what you're getting at.
All right. So now we got to make this decision on Andy Dalton. We got to figure out what we're doing with this dude. Are we extending him? Are we getting rid of him? What are we doing? Now I'm gonna throw a cog in this a wrench in this little cog system here
Mm-hmm.
because now we know that Dave Canales is taking the playbook out of Bryce Young's hands.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Now let's look back at the preseason games. Who was running those plays for the preseason games? Brad Isaac.
Okay.
So not only does Dave Canales not trust Andy Dalton with the playbook, he does not trust Bryce either.
Hey, Hills Rule. Welcome to the stream.
So if you're going to re-sign Andy Dalton,
Mm-hmm.
how much money are you throwing at him, knowing what we know now?
Mm.
Because at this point, you can make a case that Bryce Young deserves the entire playbook. Andy Dalton has yet to prove it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when it comes down to it, he's only um he's only won one game as a Carolina Panther.
Boom. There it is. There it freaking is. There it is. One game.
Yeah, he's like
Out of how many times?
he's like 1-6 as a starter in
Something like
Carolina.
that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Nobody's printed this number because they don't want us to know this number. They don't want us to know. They're deliberately hiding it from us so that we have to discuss everything but that number. Yet everybody that is an Andy Dalton supporter is going, "Oh yeah, well he is 1-0 as a starter." Blah 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 blah. You know, it's like, now hold on. You don't know the actual number
Mm-hmm.
because nobody does. How are you going to sit here and make that argument when you don't even know the actual number?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nah, that's cap right there. That's cap. I've seen I've seen 2 or 3 podcasters do that, and I'm not naming names.
Uh-oh.
My point is, it yes, I do see everything. I see everything, y'all. Don't act like I don't. I watch people's streams during the week. I even watch VODs during the week.
Mm-hmm.
I know what y'all are doing. And I've seen that argument pop up a few times, and I'm like, bro, you don't know his numbers. You there it is right there. There it is. There it is. Stat views right there. 1-6.
Oh, I was right. Oh, there we go.
1-6. See, why do you have to go to stat views to figure this out?
Um,
Why do
yeah,
you have to go to stat view? Why is this at the bottom of the freaking Google page?
yeah. Heels Rule says Dalton has nothing left. The Bills showed that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Um,
I
interesting,
don't like that.
interesting question from Heels Rule. He says, "How do you feel about the idea of Sam Howell being our new backup? He's a free agent after the season."
I'll take Sam Howell.
Sam Howell,
I'd rather have Russell Wilson because he can actually teach Bryce Young a lot.
here, here's the thing I'm afraid of with Sam Howell. He's made some good plays. And I don't know if Sam was dealt just a bad hand because while he did some good things with the Commanders, I mean
Um,
that year they finished 4-13. So it's
yeah,
like,
I'm gonna say the GM. GM was the
yeah.
problem.
And maybe backup is not a bad idea, specifically like him coming out as a
Mhm.
backup.
Maybe he
But
needs another year or two to learn, and
yeah,
then he'll start popping off somewhere.
I don't think they
I can
really
see it.
did him well in Washington, considering
Agreed.
um one thing, he did not have good protection at all. That dude got sacked
Not
60.
at all.
That dude got
Horrendous
sacked.
protection.
He got sacked 65 times. Like, that's unacceptable. Um,
Horrendous.
and I
It's almost
mean,
as bad as the Jets.
decent. 3388 of 612. Ooh, 63.4%. 3,946 yards, 21 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. I mean, he's pretty. He just seems basic, but perhaps maybe coming out as a backup may not be a bad idea. Keep pounding USA says I'll pass on Russ.
Why? Just out of curiosity, why?
Um, Russell Wilson as a backup, I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against it.
I'll tell you why I'm for it. Because same size and stature, first
Mm-hmm.
of all. Secondly, he can see the field.
Mm-hmm.
He can teach Bryce Young what he's seeing on the field through film study. And it's the same height level. People have been making such a big deal out of that, blah, 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 about his height and whatnot. Okay. Well, if you want to address that, there you go. So I don't want to hear anything about his height when Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl
This
and
is
should have
true.
won two.
This is true.
And the second one was not even his fault. He made it to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. Do you know how hard that is to do in the NFL? Do y'all realize how challenging that is? And don't give me this Madden bull crap. No, the actual NFL is hard to make the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
You got to actually maintain an entire roster. You got to maintain draft picks. You got to maintain all of this stuff, the entire coaching staff. Do you know how hard that is to do?
And when you really
When
think,
this, the NFL is such an ever-changing place. It's constantly changing.
when you really think about it, he really didn't struggle that badly until the Giants.
Exactly.
Now, I know he wasn't excellent at Denver, but in no way, shape, or form did he struggle as badly versus, playing for the Giants, which, I mean, I get it, but at the
I'll tell
same
you why.
but at the same time, Giants haven't been a good team in a hot minute. So, like, as
I'll
a
tell
whole.
you why. And Chad's been avoiding this every time. Every time I mention this word, he avoids it like the plague
Uh-oh.
during debates. It's because of the system. It's a bad
Mm.
system in New York. It's a bad system in Denver under Sean Payton. It's the wrong system for it. Everybody knows it. These systems were not set up for an RPO quarterback of his caliber, first of all. Secondly, they did not offer enough protection for him
Mm-hmm.
to do what he needs to do and make reads on the field. Thirdly, the route running was garbage for both of these teams. Fourth, look at the Giants. I mean, it's the Giants. Who do you have as a wide receiver? Tell me right now. who the Giants have as a wide receiver that is a legitimate problem during that year. Because I can't name one. And if you can't name one, that's the wrong place for you to be as a quarterback. Now, I'll add on the fact that Atlanta is also a bad place for a quarterback to be in. Because the general managers for several years now in Atlanta under Arthur Blank have refused to acknowledge the offensive line at all. Do you know how dangerous Matt Ryan would be if he had an offensive line? Look at 2016.
Yeah, I mean, especially that was the year
Atlanta quarterbacks would be deadly if you give them an offensive line. Even up to today.
Keep Pounding USA says, why did Seattle get rid of him? Because he wanted out.
He wanted out.
Because remember,
that was specifically him.
Yeah, Russ checked out mid-season, and word was that a statement was released that Russ wanted out. That's why the trade was initiated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was Russ. He wanted out.
Correct. Very much correct.
Heels Rule says Geno Smith could be a possible option if the Raiders cut him. Dave coached him in Seattle.
I'm interested. What's the contract look like?
The only thing I'm a little iffy about is his attitude. That's it.
Agreed.
But Geno Smith contract. I mean,
he's going to look up somebody else too while we're doing this.
He's come a long way, I will say that. So the last he had signed a 2-year, $75 million contract extension with the Las Vegas Raiders back in April last year. So
okay.
But the thing is,
contract looks decent for him, I would think.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, last year he had a cap hit of $40 million.
Yep.
That's wild.
He's scheduled to make 26.5 in 2026 this year, and 39.5 in 2027.
I see.
Yeah, I see the cap hit of the 40 mil. Ouch.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yep, pass.
Yeah, that cap hit's no joke. And to be honest, it might be time for the Raiders to draft a quarterback.
Russell Wilson, we're looking at 11 mil.
Oh, see, he'd be cheap.
$2 million guaranteed salary for last year.
Oh, see, he wouldn't cost that much.
Yeah, 11 mil per year. We could get him.
Yeah.
Now the other player that people have mentioned, somebody had mentioned earlier today, was Trey Hendrickson.
Keep Pounding USA says, if I remember correctly, Pete Carroll said that Russ can't throw. If that is true, then Pete Carroll is telling a bald-faced lie.
Agreed.
If
that is cap and a half right there.
If he legit said that, he's telling a bald-faced lie.
Nope. I'm not buying it for a second.
Because you don't to say somebody can't throw, you don't keep somebody like that for 9 seasons.
Why would he say that? It's because he wants to get him back at some point for a cheaper price.
Oh, I was about to say. Oh, he was trolling. I was about to. Ooh,
I was about to say.
I was about to say. I was about to say.
No way. No way would Pete ever say
Because
that.
he would be a fool if that was true. Shoot.
I could see the argument if that was actually true of him trying to get him back for a cheaper price, and that's why he's trying to fool the market
Mm-hmm.
into thinking he doesn't have an arm. But everybody's seen it on tape. See, that's the thing. So any coach that thinks they can pull that shenanigans, it's not going to work. The tape
Mm-hmm.
never lies.
Mm. Yeah, the tape don't lie.
Yep. So yeah, Trey Henderson was the other person mentioned today. So
Oh.
$31.6 million for 2 years. He's scheduled to get 6.5 million this year. He already received 25.1 last year.
Ah.
So I mean, if you were to trade for him now for the 6.5, you could get him for the 6.5. And I think that would be a decent deal. Um, but would they let him go? Uh, Now seeing this contract, being where it is.
Mm-hmm.
See, with the 25.1, they were trying to get rid of him last year, I think, right?
Yeah, if I remember
And,
correctly.
and see, it was because of the cap number. They were trying to lower that cap percentage because that's an 8.8 cap percentage. So now that you're looking at 6.5, Trey Henderson wants to go to an NFC South team.
Come on through.
I say I'm interested. Come
Shoot.
say hi to us. He's going to be a free agent soon. So we need to keep our eyes peeled on that.
Like, come
Contract
on
voids
through.
fifth day after the Super Bowl, according to his
Mm-hmm.
contract, February 10th. Hello, free agent Trey Hendrickson. The problem is he's going to want a lot of money though.
Yep.
He wants the same money as Garrett, and it's
Miles
not
Garrett.
happening. Yep, it's not happening.
Mm,
We're not paying him that much. Mm-mm. Not only no, but heck no. You're not worth that, bro. Like I've seen you play, Trey. You're not worth that. Like be realistic with your number.
I
Like
would.
stop letting the agent get in your head and call out a decent number,
I
and we'll
mean,
we'll be glad to sign you.
he poses a good argument back in 2023, 2024, but he's dealing with injury woes.
Yeah,
So it's like, I
correct.
mean, he's 31. I, mm, I just think the price tag is going to have to come down a little bit because he's
Yeah.
older. Because he's older. He's a little bit older, and
Mm-hmm. The
just
injuries.
yeah, that's the only thing.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Because I'm not 100% against the idea, but it's gotta be the right pieces in place, and there's got to be the right type of offer.
I feel like his agent is getting involved with this. Don't you?
It's very possible.
It just gut feeling tells me agent is involved in this and he wants more money. Which I mean that happens from time to time in the NFL.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, beast of a player.
But
Um,
you can't let the puppet control the puppet master in the contract negotiations.
yeah,
That's the problem.
he's a four-time Pro Bowler. All Pro. Has 81 sacks.
Learn from Josh Norman, please.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
We don't want to repeat that.
But what I say he's a Miles Garrett. I mean, he's 1 year older than him, but Miles not compared to Miles. Like Miles definitely we're talking
While
about
we're talking about Miles, this dude is one sack away from the record.
yep. And you know what else? He's on the wrong team.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You know the one quarterback he has never sacked before?
Bryce
Take
Young.
a guess.
Cam?
Nope. Nope. It's the last person you would expect.
Quarterback that he's never sacked. I give up.
Aaron Rodgers.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Can you believe that?
I would have
He has
never
never sacked Aaron Rodgers, and that would have completed his record and finished off the last quarterback that he has never sacked
I would have never guessed that. Wow.
in that Pittsburgh versus Browns game. If he
I,
had gotten that one more sack, he would have gotten both accomplished in one shot.
wow. I would have never guessed that.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I just figured we'd mention that just because it's Miles Garrett. He just became the topic of discussion for half a second there.
Yeah.
But
Dude is on the wrong team.
yes, he is. He's making all these sacks for the wrong team.
Cleveland, y'all are just oh man.
Y'all are idiots. Dude is just making his bag and he's just living his best life right now. I can't even.
I bet
I'm happy for him.
he's probably the only Pro Bowl selection for this year. Let me see.
That would be wild. I did do Pro Bowl selections too, by the way. I ran it through twice on stream.
Okay, actually, there's two. It's Denzel Ward and Miles Garrett. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, like,
Mm.
I don't know who the heck the GM is for the Cleveland Browns, but next season y'all better really turn up the heat. Y'all better turn up the heat. Cause
$250 million for Deshaun Watson is idiotic. That's a fireable offense right there.
yeah. Oh,
If I was
phew.
the owner of the Browns, oh yeah, he would be gone. As soon as I saw that trade happen, he would be handed the pink slip that day. I wouldn't even hesitate.
I mean, that was just so wild. A 5 year,
Yeah,
fully guaranteed $230 million deal. What the heck were they thinking?
I have no idea. And we were almost in that mix too. We almost got him.
And was in trouble too? Shoo.
Mm-hmm. We were about to try to sign him for 200 mil.
Oh, man. Not to mention, the Texans got the Browns' first round draft picks of 2022, 3, 24, and a third round pick in 23, fourth round pick of 22 and 24. Like,
Ouch.
that plus
You guys just gave up the entire farm for a man that just got in trouble.
dang, dude, 230. That's almost
Cleveland has the dumbest GMs ever.
that's almost half.
I'm convinced of it. They have the dumbest GMs known to the NFL.
Like,
Like, I don't know how you top that. Other than trading DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry if you're the Titans.
So
That's the only way I can top that.
it's Andrew Berry. That's the GM of the Cleveland Browns. He's been the GM of the Cleveland Browns since 2020.
How does this dude still have a freaking job? How? Are you freaking serious?
Oof.
You did all of that. You're still not winning, and you still have a job.
Oof.
Uh, does Cleveland have an owner?
Let's find out. Let's
Or
find
is it
out.
corporations? I know there's like two NFL teams that were like corporations.
So it's a combination of Jimmy and Dee Haslam. They purchased the team back in 2012. So
Brothers?
no, it's a couple. It's a married couple.
Oh. Yo, Jimmy, man. Jimmy, we gotta talk. How are you this dumb? How are you this dumb? There's no freaking way. How have you not handed this man a pink slip yet?
Oof.
Jimmy? Are the lights on and no one's home at your house? Come on, bro. In your brain?
Uh,
How do you watch this for 10 years and still not fire this dude? I don't.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I wish I
There's
knew.
no way.
I wish I knew.
How do you watch it? How do you watch the debacle that is the Cleveland Browns for 5 years and not fire this? That boggles my brain.
Dang. Did you like on the side win the lottery and it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna give 230 million for Deshaun Watson.
Oh my God. Like,
Just
how do you even have that much freaking NFL currency to use? That's my next question. Where is that money coming from? Because, like, come on, bro. Nobody goes to Cleveland Browns games. Let's be real. Except for Cleveland fans and people that want to see Cleveland lose.
yeah. Just oh man.
I don't. What? The day that Cleveland actually makes the playoffs is the day I will eat an entire hot dog on street.
Dang. Dang.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here. It's on VOD. The day that Cleveland gets to the playoffs, I will eat a hot dog on street. I wanted to make it a reachable goal and something just so outlandish.
Hey, I mean, it works. It works.
That's going to be hilarious, by the way.
Oh man. That's sad. Myles Garrett's on the wrong team. They did what they did with
Y'all do
Deshaun
not
Watson.
deserve Miles, man. Y'all don't deserve Miles.
Just oh man.
Straight up.
And
I mean, the Titans are so putrid that they got rid of Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, there was the whole argument where just like, we don't deserve these players, so we need to trade them, blah, 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 you know.
yeah.
And I mean, start from scratch. I'm like, that made you worse. What? There's no basis for that argument. None. None.
Yeah.
You just made yourself worse. Why would you do that? Unless you're just stupid.
And this
Fo-
and
Football intelligently stupid.
and it's sad because this is ninth year as a Cleveland Brown.
Oh my God.
I reiterate to all those out there, we're talking about a dude that has put up double-digit sacks every year since his second year in the league. And this dude has been in the league 9 years.
Oh, God.
And is one sack away from breaking the sack record, the single season sack record.
Excuse me.
Like, this dude has 124 and a half sacks as a Cleveland Brown.
Mm.
So that means he's only been to the playoffs, what, once his entire time with the Cleveland Browns? Is that right?
And they beat the Steelers. Beat the brakes off the Steelers. That was beautiful karma, by the way. I love that game.
Man, that is sad.
Mm.
Dang, that's sad. He's only been to the... No, okay, twice. Okay, twice. Because in 2023 they made it behind Flacco. That's right, because they had Flacco, but they got obliterated by Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But still, y'all, he's on the wrong team. I'm gonna die on that hill. That dude's on the wrong team.
And we're the Cleveland Browns. Yes, we know.
Yeah, and he's still on the wrong team. Oh
We're
man.
the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, for reals. Okay. I gotta get going soon, but one last thing I do want to do with you, and that's score predictions. 'Cause I didn't want to leave that out.
Yep, in-game predictions, of course.
Yes. So, because I gotta,
Let's get to it.
yeah, I gotta get prepared soon. Okay. The final week of the regular season. Let's get at it.
Let's get to it. Ding ding.
Starting from Saturday, we got 2 games on Saturday. Leading off, Carolina at Tampa Bay.
All right. Panthers. Absolutely. Is my pick. And I say that with absolute certainty because this is the off week where we do win.
Yep.
On the radar so far. Black Poppy in the chat. Let's go. Big game tomorrow. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're exactly right. Moderator in the house. Let's go, man. That's a tough one. 24-21 Panthers.
I will say Panthers as well. But I think we're going to finally get it. 24-10. This is going to be the dominant win we haven't seen since week 3.
Shout out Kenneth, man. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Hey. Okay. And then the last Saturday game, Seahawks at 49ers.
Seattle still has something to play for, don't they?
Let me see.
Or don't they?
So Seattle, nah. So the winner of this match will win the NFC West.
Ooh, so they're just straight up battling for the West.
Yes.
In that case, both teams are going to bring everything they've got. Seattle.
I am actually going to say Seattle as well. I think they seal it and win the NFC West.
And chat, you guys are welcome to join in.
Because, like I said, they've been playing very great on the road. They're 7-1 on the road. I think that continues. Yeah, I agree. Seattle for the win.
Oh, a friend told you about my channel. Awesome.
Oh, there
Tell
we
your
go.
friend I said thank you
Good
for
stuff.
advertising our channel and promoting us. Yeah, definitely like and share, guys. Like and share.
Indeed. And then
Everything's free here.
the rest of the games are Sunday games. Okay. Saints at Falcons.
This is a tough one. We've seen this one go back and forth like for the past 5 or 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, David sent you told you about the channel. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, there you go.
Good job, David.
You know, the weird thing about this, the Saints are on a 4-game winning streak. The Falcons are on a 3-game winning streak.
This is a weird, weird game because both of these teams have played a part in just screwing up who is supposed to be leader of the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gone back and forth, and it's really fascinating. Um, Michael Penix is on the IR.
Yes.
Kamara is also on the out for this game.
Oh, Kamara's out? Oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Kyle Pitts is questionable. Olave is out.
Hmm.
Dolores on the Falcons side on defense is out.
I
Demario
mean,
Davis is questionable with
I
a
mean,
calf injury.
will either team even play their best players considering they got nothing to play for?
Mooney is questionable. Mm.
Um,
You know, you're still dealing with John Robinson. You're still dealing with who's the Falcons backup?
um, Algier,
No, a quarterback.
backup quarterback.
Mm.
Oh, that's a good question.
Isn't it though?
Easton Stick from
Oh
North Dakota State.
nope, Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I thought you meant backing up Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kirk Cousins.
Yep, Kirk Cousins. All right, so with the Falcons, you're still doing with Kirk Cousins. You're doing with John. You're doing with
Drake London.
yep, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, and David Sills, and Kyle Pitts. So at this point, with the Lave outs, what else did they mention was out for this?
Tyron or Brandon Dorius on defense. DT.
Kamara. Kamara's out. Olave's out. Demario Davis is questionable.
Okay.
Um, the Falcons are going to be able to put up more offense than the Saints are.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Is the Saints defense strong enough to keep them in this game?
I don't know
That's
about
my question. Because Tower will swing it. He'll throw the ball.
that. Mm-hmm.
You're doing with Jordan, who has 9.5 sacks. You're doing with Demario Davis, who has 137 tackles. So, realistically, if you were to have asked me which team was better about 6 or 7 weeks ago, I would have said the Falcons
I see.
because of the fact that it was just between those two at that point, and it wasn't, spoiler mode. Let's attack this team, let's attack that team, let's keep this team from getting the lead. Let's, you know, all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, okay, now we're just dealing with injuries. So it's just this team versus this team. So it's back to this. Um, is Kirk Cousins better than Tyler? I would think so.
I would think so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons as well.
The John's got like almost 1,500 yards of rushing.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, yeah. Black Poppy says I got the Falcons.
Yeah, good call.
Kenneth says Panthers 27-20 over the Bucks.
Okay. Okay. Nice, nice.
Brought this guy over from TikTok. Nice, man.
Oh, okay. I can dig it.
Is there a market on TikTok for us? I have to look into it for next
Okay.
year.
Let's see.
David Screw says 34-17 Panthers prediction. Mm,
Okay.
bold.
Wait, what was his?
34 to
34-17.
17.
Okay.
That's bold, man.
Okay. Hey.
These games have been pretty close. I don't know about
Um. Okay. Browns at Bengals.
that. You know, the Browns have been playing a little bit of surprising ball lately.
Well,
They played some spoiler here lately.
they recently came off a victory over the Steelers. The Bengals are on the 2-game win streak.
They almost beat the Bills too. 23-20.
Yeah.
Uh, interesting. Interesting.
But they haven't shut down Burrow, I don't think. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he's probably playing. That's
How in the world did the Browns get wins over the Packers and the Dolphins?
um
How in the world did that happen?
yeah.
Okay, now I'm impressed. I'm actually legitimately impressed. How in the world did you manage this, Cleveland?
I'm gonna say Bengals.
And not only that, it was a blowout over the Dolphins too.
Hmm.
31-6. What? How?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bengals.
Okay. Um Next, Packers.
Interesting. Kenneth says I said the Browns in that game.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. The reason I say it's the score we are going to get a chip on our shoulders. We're making a statement tomorrow. David Screw says, "Okay, fair enough."
They definitely need to, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um but I do expect Tampa Bay to come out firing.
Yeah.
At least, cuz they're on a big losing streak. A
Yeah.
big losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing. But I still think we'll get a dominant win.
Hopefully,
Um
not firing their cannons.
yeah.
Hey,
Packers at Vikings.
this is where I think the Packers have a spot locked up. The Vikings do not.
Oh, the Vikings are out, and the Packers. The Bears have won the division, so the Packers have a wild card.
You know, Packers might be resting their starters.
That's what I'm thinking, actually. Yeah,
And this has been a split between these two usually.
yeah.
I'm going Vikings.
I'm actually going Vikings as well, because We already know the Packers can't win the division, so yeah, I see them resting their starters.
Hey, Green Bay, you're on upset alert.
Okay, Cowboys at Giants.
Cowboys.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
That's one game they have to win.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, definitely Cowboys. Um, Titans at Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Yeah, they're going to be playing
Easy
hard.
one.
They're going to be really playing hard because they haven't locked up the division yet. So I definitely see
Yep.
them going hard. I agree. Jaguars for the win. Ooh, Colts at Texans.
Hmm.
And see, this is the thing. The Colts are out,
Texans.
but the Texans have a chance to still win the division. So,
Texans is
yeah,
my pick because they've been playing some good ball lately, and they are a legitimate threat in the playoffs.
yeah. Heels Rule says I think the Bucks team have quit, and first sign of trouble they will fold tomorrow. Uh-oh. Well,
Hmm. Maybe.
shoot, they better not be some quitters. If they gonna be some quitters, they might as well just forfeit. Don't be some quitters now.
And speaking of quarters, that 4th and 17 play against Seattle, that was quitting to me. Sorry, you're not going to convince me otherwise. On our own 20. With 5 minutes to go and two timeouts, Dave Canals, that's quitting.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm calling you out. That's quitting.
Uh-oh. Get 'em. Get 'em. Okay. So we're both in agreement of the Texans over the Colts. Well, this next one. Okay, we're getting into the 4 o'clock games now. Commanders at Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles already locked up their division, so
Their depth is better than Washington's.
yeah. So
They're better than Washington's starters
agreed.
at this point.
Okay. Jets at Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. Although Bills,
Buffalo may be resting some people,
that's what I'm thinking since New England already locked up the AFC East.
but even so, the Bills' backups are just a little bit better than the Jets.
Yeah, I mean it is the Jets, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going Bills though. Uh, Heels Rule says I think Bowles has lost the team and they want him fired, but I could be wrong. Oof. Bowles on the. I mean it's understandable
Mm.
considering like how badly they backtracked. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, them
I can
them
definitely see it.
them losing tomorrow may be the final nail in the coffin.
I mean, all I'm going to say for the Jets is don't be like the Raiders that just toss a coach every year and a half.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
Uh, Lions at Bears. Now,
Lions at Bears.
being that the Bears have already won the division, Lions are out.
Lions are out. Mm, you know, Bears are going to be resting starters.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go Lions on this one.
I agree.
Yeah, because I don't expect to see Caleb in there and a lot of the other names, big names in there. So I don't think it'll be too bad that Bears take a loss, just resting their starters. They've won the division.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a good
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
So okay,
David Screw says we're big. We're Panther Nation. Bucks are banged up. Baker's hurt. So is their defense.
which is
We
true.
stand together.
Which is true. Yep,
Yeah.
that is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Chargers at Broncos.
Chargers are trying to walk up the division.
Well, Broncos already won the division. Oh,
Broncos out
okay.
of the division.
So, well, I
Let me
think
double check.
it's possible they both could play their seconds and thirds.
They're both in the playoffs at
Yeah.
this point. It's a matter of who's better.
I think they're going to rest their starters for this game. So I don't think we're going to see the best to Sunday between these two.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
Um,
I guess it's just a matter of.
it's a matter of is Herbert starting or not to me.
Oh, hold up. Oh, I forgot. They still have an opportunity. The Broncos still have an opportunity to win number one seed in all of AFC. Because both the Broncos and the Patriots are 13-3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the Broncos.
That is correct.
I'm actually gonna go Broncos because I could see the Chargers resting their starters, and Denver, if they have the opportunity to take number one seed in all of AFC, they're gonna do it. They're gonna take it.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Broncos. I don't think they're gonna hold back.
I agree. Broncos.
Okay. Let's see what else we got left.
Chat, you guys are welcome to join.
Chiefs. Oh Jesus. Chiefs at Raiders.
Chiefs, y'all better win this game. I
Yeah,
swear.
they should have it. They should have it.
If I look at that scoreboard, I see a Raiders win, I'm gonna freaking laugh my butt off.
Hmm.
Because that's just if you're a Chiefs fan, there's no excuse
No excuse whatsoever.
for dropping this game. And the Raiders will be dropping another head coach
Yeah.
after this year.
Yeah. Sorry, Pete Carroll.
Pete, you're gone. They may put up with you for one more year, but that'll be it.
Maybe.
Maybe. They have a high turnover rate.
Alrighty. Oh, geez. Cardinals at Rams.
Speaking of Pete Carroll, was he an offensive coordinator or a defense coordinator before he came?
Pete Carroll.
Yeah,
I want to say offense. No, defense. Defense. I'm sorry, defense.
defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Okay, just so I know for reference. Okay,
Yeah. Um,
okay.
Cardinals at Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, even though they'll be resting their starters, I assume. Um,
The backups are way better than the Cardinals.
yeah. Um, Heels Rules said. Oh, Heels Rules did make a point. He says the Raiders currently have the one pick. No way they would win this and ruin that. But it is the Raiders. I
Nah,
mean, that is a point.
fair point.
Yeah, yeah,
Fair point.
that is a fair point. Um, okay, we both pick Rams. Um, Dolphins at Patriots.
The Patriots are still fighting for seeding.
Yeah, they're fighting for the number one seed.
Yeah. Um, Patriots.
Um,
I'm gonna say they leave some of their starters in and they try to get to the number one seed.
yeah, especially considering Denver's also vying for that. I was thinking Dolphins might spoil, but honestly, I mean the Patriots have really been very dominant throughout the season, and with them gunning for that number one seed to really make it even more more difficult, I have to agree. Patriots for the win.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big one, the other big one to decide the division, the Sunday night game of the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
If you've been watching that Pittsburgh defense, you'll know exactly why I picked it.
So the
There's a reason they're 9-7 right now.
So the Ravens won the first, no, the Ravens lost their first meeting, 27-22.
They lost both, actually.
Well, no, this is the second.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You're right. Pittsburgh just came off a loss to the Browns. They're pissed. And they're fighting for a division. And their defense is good. That's 3 really good reasons why you should be looking strongly at Pittsburgh right now. However, you are dealing with Lamar Jackson.
But he's not 100%. That's the thing.
Yep. And Pittsburgh's defense knows that. They smell blood in the water.
And Heels rules. He says Steelers win a close only because Lamar is not healthy and should not be playing.
Yep. I agree with that.
And according to a day ago, Lamar says, I'm playing, have never quit on the Ravens. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Lamar wants to get to the point. Cause let's keep it real. While Lamar Jackson is a 2-time MVP, unfortunately, he's been a playoff bust. Let's just keep it real. He's been a playoff bust. Could this be the year?
No.
You know what? I'm gonna take a big gamble at this, and I understand if y'all want to call me crazy. I'm actually gonna go Ravens. I'm actually gonna go Ravens because
you think Lamar's gonna get that last touchdown, huh?
I just have a feeling that this dude wants to make a statement. And being that this dude has been a 2-time MVP, I really think this is an opportunity he wants to take to show that, you know what, despite the many hits this team has taken all season, the many hits that he has taken, that he can get them into the playoffs. Now, I don't see them going deep. Don't get me wrong. I do not see the Ravens going deep in the playoffs.
No, not at all.
But I do think they're going to get
in.
So my pick is the Ravens.
I agree.
Heels Rule says, I get Lamar wants to play, but he has not been good since his injury and needs to rest up. Ravens can win this if they feed Henry. Here's the thing, Heels Rule.
You're gonna need a little bit more than just Henry.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that you gotta also keep in mind, Heels Rule. While you make a good point, do you really want to take that much of a chance on Tyler Huntley or Cooper Rush?
Good question.
Like with playoff implications on the line, mind you.
Oof. Oof.
I could understand if there were no playoff implications. Cuz don't forget, and we've seen this ourselves. We had a certain linebacker by the name of Thomas Davis that played through injury. Was it a good idea? Remains to be seen. But he played with an injury in the Super Bowl. Because here's the thing, it's the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation, they got a chance to win the division.
Correct.
You really can't blame Lamar for how he's feeling and wanting to be in there and go at it. And to be honest with you, if he himself is feeling it, I'm gonna take my chances on my two-time MVP quarterback.
Okay.
Now, everybody else around him has to do their part, of course. This is a
Right.
team sport.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I have to agree and say they take a big hit if they roll with a Tyler Huntley or a Cooper Rush in this game to win the division.
Ooh. This is big. Breaking news. TJ Watt is set to return from a punctured lung.
Really?
Yep.
But hey,
That news came out 3 hours ago.
but hey, I mean, another example, TJ Watt. Because let's keep it real. This is for the division. So can you blame him? Heels Rule says Ravens can win this if they feed Henry. I understand that good point. Just run the offense through Henry and Lamar. Don't have to do don't have to do much. I mean, Henry is one of your bread and
Yeah.
butters. I mean, Henry's still been able to get it done on the ground. I mean, he has almost 1,500 yards rushing and 16 touchdowns. So Henry to lead off for sure. Um, and Ravens still got a defense now. Ravens still got a defense. So, but yeah, I'm going Ravens on this one. But like I said, I don't think they make a deep run in the playoffs.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's see how this rolls.
Yes, but um, I'll say this, and gotta get ready to bounce. Because I gotta prep for the other live I'm doing. I'll say this: no matter what happens, Carolina, y'all have done a much better job this year compared to previous seasons. That's apparent. There's no taking that away from them, regardless of whether they win or lose this game. They have come a long way from the last few seasons, especially recently.
Certainly.
But you know what, Carolina, why not y'all? Why not y'all? When the least number of folks are really looking at y'all, how about y'all give them a reason to look at y'all? Give them a reason to say, you know what? The Carolina Panthers may be a team to keep an eye out in this playoffs.
Oh yeah. We are definitely a dark horse team for
Get
sure. Talent
Carolina,
wise.
Carolina, I want y'all to give them plenty of reasons to believe that.
People aren't looking at us as a dark horse because they've seen the win loss, win loss, win loss. But if we could break that cycle and we could win that first playoff game, then people will start seeing us as a dark horse.
Yeah, Oh yeah. So last thing, Heels Rule says, who would the winner of this game play in the wild card round? So
Seattle or San Fran?
yeah, it would be Seattle or San Fran because we would have the 4 seed. Carolina would have the 4 seed.
I would prefer San Fran.
I think when it comes down to it, if San Fran wins, then it's Seattle. But if Seattle wins, then we would play San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about Steelers Ravens game. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
That's just division title.
the winner would play the Texans. Unless actually yeah, the winner would play the Texans, but I think if the Texans
I believe
lose,
so too. Yes.
but I
Mm-hmm.
think it, but I think if the Texans win, then they would play the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah,
that's how that scenario goes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right because the Texans still have a chance to win the AFC South.
Yep.
So, that's another dependency. Heels rule is whether the Texans win or not. Because if they win, they get the division. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting.
Indeed. Indeed.
But Heels rule says Texans D is going to feast. Yeah, I mean, I think they should be able to take out the Colts. I don't think the Colts are gonna really do any type of damage. But
Agreed.
but okay. Wanted to go ahead and give you an opportunity to plug in your socials before I switch gears.
Yep. I'm just gonna say one more thing.
Yeah, please.
It's been 10 years since we've had a division title. Just win, baby, win.
Win,
Twas
baby,
the
win.
night before the South title. It all was quiet through the house, except for an occasional Panthers fan cheering because he knows he's won the NFC South. There you go. There's
There
my
we go.
Christmas. There's my holiday cheer for you.
I can dig that. I can definitely
All
dig
is
that.
quiet for the South title. Comes back to us. Feel that.
Indeed. Heels rule says, "Take care, guys. Good stream. Let's win the division tomorrow." Oh, we're going to. We're going to.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be excellent.
Yes. Um. All right, guys. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group page. Keep pounding it in all caps for in-game post polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news, such as scheduling for the channel and for the Otter Sports app. Keep pounding Fantasy Ball League. On my stream, everybody heard, nobody left out. Keep pounding. Thank you, David Screws. Appreciate you. If you like the intro on your screen, go check out Lindara's Tie on Instagram using her last name first Tie, TAI.Lindara, LINDARA, for videos, etc. If you want to upgrade your streaming experience and you are a streamer. Also, go check out Monster Sub and Grub out in Spartanburg, South Carolina if you want a tasty sub on game day.
Mm-hmm.
as we chase that championship title belt for the NFC South. It's coming back to Charlotte, baby. I want to play some Sweet Caroline tomorrow, man. I want to play it.
Well, yeah. Look,
I want to celebrate, man.
gotta get it queued up. Yeah.
Right. Also, go check out Vinny's Pizza out in Duluth, Georgia, or Delicious Pizza out in Dirty Bird territory.
Dirty birds.
Hey, you can even find delicious food out in Dirty Bird territory.
You ain't
So yeah,
wrong.
go check them out.
He's not
Best
wrong.
pizza out there in the Southeast, in my opinion. Just ask the locals. And shout out to all the other streamers out there doing their thing. C3 Podcast, rocking and rolling strong. You got Pat Coltrane doing his thing. You got Big Cat out there still doing his thing. You got Unk 2020. You got Black Cat Panther Podcast. You got PNP. There's so many options out there. Carolina Bleeding Blue Podcast. Go give them a like and a sub. That's Mr. Carolina.
Yes.
He's under our umbrella of streamers. Any word from him?
Nah, it's been a bit, but he'll be in touch tomorrow though.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Here's hoping.
We miss having him on stream. He was fun.
Yeah, but like I said, I still stay in touch with him. So you know.
Yeah. But yeah, go give all those people a like and a follow outside of the Panthers community as well. Ed Oliver, and then you got Tom Grossi, the Pat Cast, who's rated on my channel twice. Much love to him. Shout out to all the people in chat. We got Antonio. We got Tom Brady 7 Rings. We got David Screws. We got Kenneth. We got Lock Poppy. I think I got everybody. Thank you all for everybody that's lurked as well. We appreciate you. You're contributing to the channel as well. And all the new likes, subs, and followers, welcome to the Keep Pounding family. Welcome to the family. And keep pounding to all of you. We do prayer requests and good vibe requests during streams when we're not reacting to the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
So please do request that, and we'll take care of that for you. Happy to do so. As always, the streams are free. We like to keep it that way. For those that are new, we encourage healthy debate. We're awesome people, and we help each other out. We're a community. We're a family. We welcome all 32 teams fans. So come on in. I guess that's really it.
And get ready to celebrate tomorrow.
Yeah.
We need every fan out there at the game, watching at home.
Yes.
Radio, live stream, it doesn't matter.
If you are going to the game in Tampa, be loud.
I need y'all to be like everybody, giving off your energy for Goku's Spirit Bomb. That's what I need y'all to do. All of us.
There you go.
We need to generate the biggest Carolina Panthers Spirit Bomb to just destroy this entire Tampa Bay Buccaneers squad and get this playoff win, get this playoff berth, get this division title. Give it all you got. All you got.
Right.
So, let's do this.
Stay happy, healthy, and well, everybody.
Let's do this. For those of y'all, be sure to jump right over to the Joshi Cyber Squad podcast in a bit. Get ready to get set up on that. for Marty Gold First Stream 2026. We'll see y'all there. For myself, Blitzball champ Jason Ingram, and
Keep pounding.
we will see y'all tomorrow. Keep pounding. Let's go get this victory, and let's look forward to celebrate. We will see y'all there.